The city guard is coming through the door.
Yep. Anyway, buttons hit.
All right. So last time, who wants to explain what happened last time?
Quite a few things.
You saw a hermit. Yeah. I was going to say you saw a hermit. You got some very weird cryptic message. And then what did you all do?
We actually split the party to engage in other things, sort of. Mainly it was just a bunch who wanted to sit around in their bar.
Horik is in the kitchen, channeling Gordon Ramsay. There's screaming involved.
The odd thing is, he's the only one in the kitchen, so he's screaming the abuse at himself.
Yes!
And yelling at the lazy layabout, walking around outside talking to a fucking ghost instead of helping out in the kitchen.
So yeah, that is a point. Everybody move your tokens to wherever the heck you are this night. Because Nadrax and Harton had a bit of a night. Nadrax, Harton, what did you do?
Almost put the fucker in the ground.
I think that fucker almost put you in the ground.
Yeah.
It was a close thing, though. He's just lucky he had a gun, otherwise he'd be fucked.
Yeah, we put him on the ground several times, I think.
You grappled him a couple times.
Lit him the fuck up.
Several times.
While in pursuit. And then also clocked him in the jaw. But again, he had a gun. Otherwise, he was fucked.
You also stabbed him. He stabbed Nadrax.
Yep.
So, you know, y'all had a bit of a thing. Now, Harton, you're out cold and being carried back by some city guard.
Who knows? I may recover my HP before they get in the house. Depending if it takes at least an hour.
It will not take at least an hour. You're going to be there probably about 10 minutes.
And Nadrax is limping after them, letting them do carrying.
Yeah, you're probably showing the way.
Yeah.
As the guard and Nadrax go through the destroyed alleyway.
Yeah. So at the moment, Harton, you're big enough that 2 guards are having to carry you home.
Yep.
One of the lieutenants does tell you, Nadrax, that he's going to be by shortly to ask what the fuck actually happened. And y'all are going through the streets. And when you do arrive, they do ask for you to open up the door. Lou, are you actually... Where are you, Lou?
A basement. Checking up the stocks.
So you actually are in the basement, because last time you were in the turrets, and that's why I was confused.
I decided to move.
All right, so Nadrax,
Yes.
you are free to let everybody in.
Yeah.
That awkward when we realizes I don't have my key on me.
The second floor?
Yep, because the second floor is where the living quarters is. The first floor doesn't have stairs up.
Yeah, there's no connection to the house from the bar.
Yeah.
Awkward one when you don't have your key on you. You have to check the unconscious body for one.
Or I could
Swear I live here.
I'm pretty sure the guards wouldn't like it if I lockpicked.
I just have this specific toolkit. It's because the lock is a little bit janky, that's all.
Yeah.
The door isn't actually locked. We leave it unlocked to see if we can actually get a dark elf to walk inside without climbing on the roof.
True, we did say that. But yeah.
So yep, they come in. Well, they drop them off in the common room, and they ask you to go get somebody who can possibly treat his wounds.
So far, the only thing that is the walls slightly reverberating from the snoring of Bjorn as you go up the stairs.
So, who do you think can heal in this group? Other than the one who's currently on the floor.
I imagine they set me in a chair, the fuckers.
No, they've got you laying down because you're unconscious. If they put you in a chair, you just continually falling out. So they've laid you out in front of the fire, so you're at least kind of comfortable.
As the scale mail gradually builds up heat, cooking the flesh.
Ah, okay, I was muted again.
Mhm.
But yeah, I know the artificer can heal. And it's also upstairs, so I guess I'll go
The
knock on
artif-
the door first.
The artificer will be here in a moment because he's currently heating up hot dogs.
Yes, okay. Then
Unfortunately, you
Well,
knock and say
so-
the guard are here.
the
They just-
Wi-Fi.
Wait, no, he's here.
Yeah, I'm here. I just popped in.
Okay. Yeah. Briefly knocking at the door, pushing it open. Gaddix, Hart needs your help. Go down, common room.
Help with what?
I give him a stare while looking like absolute shits, slashed and shot at.
All right.
Meanwhile, everything seems perfectly fine until half the house. I mean, Horik, Lou, you can't hear anything, I don't think, but Horik, even you hear it, as there is suddenly a lot of very loud shrieking from the common room.
Does this happen like simultaneously to Nadrax telling me that?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, Gaddix is gonna dash downstairs.
Oh.
Yeah. The next step will be
What in the blithering hell is happening at this hour? Oh, hello, officer.
Who the
you
fuck do I have to
three
tear the
very-
head off to get quiet? Oh, hello, sir.
You see, Gaddix just
Lovely
got
day. Do you want some tea? Puts his axe casually
it.
back into his
Yeah.
pajamas.
There you are, Gaddix.
Oh, wrong set of stairs. Okay. Gaddix is just slowly. Look, I have nothing in my hands. Nothing in my hands.
Just looking at
Yeah,
Nadrax.
you
You brought
have-
the fucking fuzz here.
You have three very upset children who are quite convinced that Harton is dead, and the poor guards are trying to very, very calm them down. Like, hey, no, it's okay, it's okay. He's all right.
Hang on, let's just see. Let's just see how Bjorn's.
If he
Medicine
joins in
check.
the wailing.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
he seems okay.
All right.
Possibly.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, children. He's had worse than this. Barely, but oh, that's quite a hold right there. Oh yeah, that's
Get your
not good.
fucking finger out.
I gotta block the moon.
It's amazing. It goes right through, too. Get both fingers out.
Horik, did you think to notify Lou in the cellar?
Oh.
Lou, he was in the cellar? He didn't tell me that.
I will also in the meantime knock at Usana's door and call in Usana. Harton is in a bad spot. You might want to come down to the common room.
Oh, certainly.
Didn't hear
Did he
it.
drink too much?
More like got stabbed.
Oh, that's much worse. Is he all right? Is he stable?
He's worse than me.
He just wants to palm it off as quick as possible. Just keeps bringing him back.
And she leisurely gets up, walks
I
slowly.
love this emotion. Query: is he okay?
No,
Response:
don't bring that evil here.
Well, is he stable?
Yes, I made sure of that.
Oh, wonderful.
There are also guards.
Oh,
Fucking
that will be no
cops.
fun explanation.
Yes. If you come down, I don't have to explain it twice.
All right.
So, Gaddix, are you going to enter the room?
yeah, if I can. I didn't want to move too much for I'll-
In which case, the guards will get out of your way so you can try to fix up Harton.
All right,
Mana,
guys.
mana.
All right, guys. Time to pull out your searing tool. Time to close up these wounds.
All right, I need you to heat this up for me real hot.
All
The
right.
guards are
Takes-
looking confused as shit.
Takes out my sword and just activates the flame. Yeah, you might want to look away, children. This is gonna be bad.
And I burn him for 12 healing.
Harton, you are awake? And you feel like fucking shit.
You pointy-eared cunt wipe of a fuck nugget.
That's not a way to talk to Horik.
You say that? You say that, and immediately you have 3 different sets of arms going around you excitedly.
It's alright, Wayne's. I'm fine. He just got the drop on me a wee bit. Won't happen again. It's mostly Bjorn's fault. He should have been with me. Where's my brother in arms in this here? Nah, he was fucking sleeping and giggling about pranking it. Hello, officers.
You all right, sir?
I'll sleep it off a wee bit. Did we get him, or did he get away?
He got away.
He got away.
Fucking bastard.
Our folks did chase him all the way out, but unfortunately, by the time he reached the city walls, and out he went. He went down into the farmland.
Fucking nasty bat. We was looking around because we heard the stories, you know, death every day, someone fucking getting cut down. There you go, Squiddly, good lad, ain't it? And we did a little just walk, well, I was just taking a walk around at night. Figured, hey, if there's an elf person standing about, and maybe I'll go stand with him for a bit, discourage anything. Got too late for one, heard a scream, chased it down, saw some horribly mutilated man. And saw that fucker skimming the rooftops.
Did you happen to get a good look at him? I mean, it's rather dark, and it'd be useful if we could get some sort of a description.
Well,
Nadrax, Harton.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll me some perception based on what the fuck you saw. I'd like to point out this is also a disadvantage because y'all are exhausted.
Yep. What was it again? Perception?
Yeah.
19.
But you did say you were giving me an inspiration for this.
Yes.
So do I get an extra roll?
You can get 1 extra roll.
Everybody gets 1.
Yes. It's pathetic.
All right. Nadrax, you do remember a couple of things. Namely, Hurton lit him the fuck up several times.
Yes.
So there are a couple things you remember. Unfortunately, you do notice that he definitely smelled of alcohol. However, that's not very helpful because right now Hurton smells of alcohol because you blew up a fucking alleyway and there were a shit ton of alcohol bottles in the fucking alley. You even blew up a wine barrel. So y'all kind of smell like alcohol right now.
I feel like these were thrown in afterwards.
No, it just makes fucking sense. You blew up a fucking alley, Harton.
Well, I think I was on the roof while that happened.
Yeah, Nadrax, you don't smell, but Harton and the other guy both do.
Yeah.
Now, for the more important thing, Nadrax, you definitely did manage to see when Harton lit him the fuck up. This was a drow.
Yeah, figured as much.
Between about 5'1" and 5'3",
Fucking short
and
arses.
slender build. Mhm.
Yeah.
Harton, you have the same general description. You didn't really see under the cloak other than the fact that when you were grappling him, you did manage to see, because again, it was lit up, the white hair. Long white hair.
Oh, that narrows it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
So,
some
small.
sort of drow with long white. Who the fuck could that?
Unfortunately, that's like 90% of male drow.
Yeah. Except for one. We know one who does not have long white hair.
Very accurate. Yeah, you know it's not Jarlaxle.
Unless he was in
Or-
disguise.
Yeah.
Could have been a wig.
Yeah.
Now,
so
here's the question.
short drow, male with a scimitar and a pistol.
Now, what are you going to tell the guard? Are you going to tell them all of that?
He surprisingly, he was a fucking short arse. He didn't have much stature to him. Bit bigger than Bjorn there, my mate. Swaddled up and all that fucking stuff. Yeah. Had this fucking weapon on him, though. Crack like thunder. Hurt like hell, too.
Yeah.
Sir, is that what the holes are from both of you?
I mean, not it launched the thing, but did a bit like a hand crossbow, you know. Oh. I'm gonna be whistling if I don't get this fixed. And then he also had a curved sword on him and a knife too on his belt. He didn't get that whipped out yet. But he was all covered up in hoods, and then I've got dark vision, mate.
I think the fucker's been using poison or something too. The way the wounds sting and burn.
But he were light and fast on his feet, so maybe he would have pointy eared himself. I didn't see it though. He had a hood up.
Yeah.
That does match with the description of shorter.
I'm damn sure we didn't get a clear look at his face.
That's unfortunate. So it's a short. Probably it might be elf on elf then.
I mean, the weapon itself is probably pretty rare. I've not seen the like really until I got to Waterdeep.
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't even think I've heard of anything like that. So what does it look like about?
I've only really seen it from the front. Like a metal tube with a wooden grip on it bent round.
Oh, well, that's. I'm not sure I like the sound of that.
No, I didn't like the sound of it neither. It happened a couple of times.
So, out of curiosity, would it be somewhat known about in the Dwarven Society about the pistols?
No, this is actually Lantanese. Gaddix, this is probably ringing an ear in Gaddix's brain. Not only the fact that he's fucking seen one, but...
Uses a variation of one.
Yeah.
He uses his hobo version, which doesn't have smoke powder.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut out the components. More efficient that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something from Lantan. So anybody who's been familiar, gone to Lantan, probably at least knows about that. But outside of that, it's pretty rare. Now, people do know what cannons are, generally. They're not routinely used, but like, for instance, describing it as like a hand cannon would make sense, but smaller.
Yeah, they're these big things. They shoot balls. They have legs. I've seen them. I know some friends that make them.
Oh. But
So,
almost got him.
Also, Lou, you come up from the cellar and you notice that all of a sudden there's no horror.
Ooh, this is a good time for a snack.
There would be food there, prepared, ready.
I'd prepare my own. I'm not a fucking barbarian.
It is halfling food, though.
But he is a bard, so if you have a sister, hello.
But you all do actually hear a knocking upstairs at the door as the guard captain does eventually show up.
I'd get it myself, but I'm a wee bit burdened here.
Hang on. Oh, hello. It's getting quite cramped in here. Well, come on in, see if you can find some place. All right. Come on, children. It's time for you to go to bed.
Not yet.
Nah, they're not going to be able to get to sleep in a wee mo. Here, give us a hand up to a chair. There's a good one.
And you see all three of the children are immediately trying to help you up.
There we go. It's good, this. It's like hired help.
Oh, all right. So unfortunately, we did 100% lose him. That is unfortunate.
No unexpected. He was fucking slippery.
You notice that the other guards, they snap to attention and they quickly relay what they've got from you. And he kind of does a little bit of a nod, right? So do you all have any idea necessarily why he'd be doing this? Are you familiar with him or just out at the right place at the right time?
Oh, like I was saying, I was just taking a wee walk about to stretch the legs. Still getting used to this city life. But, hey, if there's an unattended elf nearby, I could just stand near him a wee bit. Take a wee moment to take in the air, and then hopefully it'd be alright the next day. Didn't it fucking work out, though? Because all we've been hearing is any elf that's been travelling alone.
So I assume that this assailant that you all were chasing did all of that damage in the alleyway, right?
Aye, for the most part.
All right. Yeah, other than randomly tripping over things, right? And you can tell he's not flat out going to say it, but he's trying to lead you to say that.
Aye, like I said, it was a hell of a time. They pulled out all kinds of horrible tricks. I had this fucking weapon at a distance, put holes right through me. That it also had a crack like thunder. And they had, like, they didn't make no noise when they fell down either. There was definitely loaded up with magic that blinded me as well at one point.
Might have had a bomb or something with him.
Well, I should let you know, just so you know, if you see something like that again, you should contact the guard. Having full chases through the city streets is technically frowned upon.
You're not the only. Hang on a second here. Gets his fucking boots off at last. Fuck! Oh. Oh. I've got all 10 there. I do. Yes, I can appreciate that full city chases are not a good idea. Fucking hell. That hurts worse than the hole. So I am on board with that opinion.
So for next time, just make sure you tell the city guard and preferably try to keep things down, all right? I'm going to let you all off with a warning. We appreciate your assistance. Just try to leave the rest of it to us, all right?
Hey, sir.
Right. Is everybody good and stable? Both of you two?
It's a good long night's rest will do me in.
At 6 hit points, yeah.
All right. So, poisoned weapon, sword. Right. Got it. Possibly elf. All right. Thank you very much. If we need anything more, we'll make sure to send somebody by to have a talk with you. All right.
Yeah, all right.
Sure.
And then away the three go.
Passing by Lou and they go, wait a minute here.
Oh no, Lou's in the kitchen.
That's what I'm saying. As he walks up the
Yes.
stairs, they all snap, wait a minute here. Suspect, get him.
And anybody who's looking in Gaddick's direction just sees a little thing. He has a little button on his wrist, kind of. You can stand down now. They're not going for the room.
And now, Squidly, Mr. Harton, are you sure you're okay?
Bjorn's probably told you I've been through worse, and I have. For one thing, his singing. For one thing, that fucking opera.
It wasn't that bad.
Harden always plays it up when he's been put into the ground for a few minutes.
Only
Don't
happened
worry
a few
about
times. Only happened a few times, mind.
Hey, and you're muling just as bad as worse than every last time you did it.
And Jenks is actively sniffling and is refusing to leave your side.
Don't you worry, lad. I'll be perfectly fine. I'm not going to leave the house or anything. Although, I am going to be leaving your presence for a wee bit because I have to soak these. I almost don't want to use them myself, but I will. No, look, it's fine, kids. I'll have a cup of tea. I'll sit down for a wee bit, soak the feet. It's all right. See you in the wee morning, all right?
Okay.
And I've got bad news. I've got an extra bit of bad news for you too.
Oh?
Aye, last few days I have been letting you play about, do your wee errands, but tomorrow we are going to have to be doing some books.
Okay, that's fine.
Good to hear it.
That's a wonderful attitude.
Well, I mean, learning can be fun sometimes. It just depends on what it is.
Aye, there we go. There's the stipulation. But look, you're good.
You see, Squidly is grinning.
Aye, you're good wee bairns though. But go on, I'm fine. Like I said,
Okay,
I've
you
had
sure?
worse. Aye, I'm barely even bloody at this point.
Okay.
Go on yourselves off to bed.
Nat and Squidly go. Jenks hovers a little bit more. Oh, I tried to take Nadrax with me, and then eventually he goes out as well.
All right.
I think I'm doing well there for only a couple of days owning them.
And Gaddick gives you the side eye, owning.
Aye, it's a wee joke. Cheers for a patch. So that was. I've got
Didn't even
suspicion.
build him himself.
I've got suspicions.
No.
Got a feeling on who it might be.
Hmm?
Well, just putting the wee pieces together. It's like the killings always happen at night around our area. And we know for a fact there's one of Jarlaxle's bunch who comes here in this area at night. Also, I don't think anyone's just running about with those fucking weapons apart from his boys.
Yeah.
And he always leaves in a pissed off mood. I wonder why. But,
And
Well,
we may not have
it's-
told the guards, but it definitely was a drow.
oh, was it?
well, if I remember correctly, this was happening before we even arrived.
Aye.
Correct, but it did pick up after you all arrived.
There's a case of
No.
but we don't know if it was in other areas before he arrived. But we'll find out. We'll have a
Either
week.
way, we should probably ask a few questions.
We'll have Lou talk to his boss, bring him down. Maybe. He'll probably just show up on his own whim anyway. But, in all seriousness, I've got a fucking soak V, so, excuse me, lads. He misses. As he hobbles out awkwardly through the room.
So, are you going up to the bedroom and going through that way, or are you going to go straight into the bath?
Oh, straight to the bath.
Okay. Where is everybody else going? I see that Horik has returned to the kitchen.
And I have found something here. I'm not totally happy at this point.
Oh, but also, wait now. As Lou offers you a nice big bowl of cheesy grits. Fresh, nice and hot.
He is slightly placated.
I'm gonna
Well,
instantly warm up the bath.
Has he made a mess in the kitchen?
It's relatively clean. He still has to clean up, like spoons and forks and stuff. But that's easy.
What'd you say, Pio?
I'm gonna go instantly warm up the bath.
Good luck.
Prestidigitation is a wonderful thing.
It is.
Yep.
And you're not getting out of that bathroom. Come here, you.
All right, so they're here.
I'm also now realizing we do have knives, forks, and spoons, but we're bound to have sporks just because of Gatix. Of course, the gnome will have a supply of sporks and just point out they're efficient.
Yeah. He's got one
Nice.
on his what's the equivalent? What would be the equivalent of a Swiss Army knife?
Yeah.
So, Horik, are you going to tell Lou about the drow murderer?
Yes, I'm going to inform him about our suspicions.
Oh, I'll have to talk to my boss and see what he says.
Yes. We don't want any suspicion coming down on us. It's not
Nope.
as though there's too many drows around openly, and
No one's going to take a look at Lou and think, yes, that is a cold, hard killer.
Well-
I have at least a known quantity in this city.
But they are going to
I
say,
was about
why
to
the fuck is
say-
he walking into that building? The door was unlocked. That's not an invitation.
It was open.
no, they are going to look at them and think there's something not right with that lad.
Or,
I was about to say, there's only one drow openly living in the area. Jarlaxle is not seen when he goes in and out.
or worse, they'll just think, well, we need, the votes are coming up. We need to get this case done, so a bit of good PR. Let's just grab him for a while. He'll be fine. He'll do a couple of months in the cells.
Daedrix will come back down from his room, knock at Gatix's door again. Hey, you got a crossbow?
Yeah, I got the old one in the corner here.
Yeah. Can I borrow it?
Sure, I don't need it anymore.
All right. Thank you.
I always feel like whenever
It goes back up.
Gatix's door opens, willingly or unwillingly, there is the sound of something getting cocked.
Oh well, you see, the door has a wire attached to it that goes to the hammer on the roof.
Attached to
the ceiling,
cargo for some reason.
Yeah.
Like it's a literal hammer.
Similar
Just-
with the crossbow. For
It pulls his
open
left
window.
ear.
What are you saying, Brad?
Nadrix is going to do something similar for his window because it was open. And it wasn't open when Nadrix left the room.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Something needs to be done about that.
What, you mean you don't like the fact that a drow uses this as a door?
No. I will get into the preparations for my window another time, but the crossbow is a good start. And here to leap with the crossbow, aimed at the window.
So
All right, so
I'll just wait.
go on.
You alright there, love?
Mm-hmm. Glad to hear you're all right.
I've been through worse. I think, I don't know, I did take a sting, and it's the fact I was pelting around the whole bloody town. Oh, that was a pain in the arse.
Well,
Look.
we'll see how you feel in the morning. It's usually the big determiner.
Aye, well, I'll feel you for now and then see in the morning if you feel any better. Usually do.
All right, so after the bath, I assume you all returned to the bedroom, right?
Yep, and then
Yep.
just fucking asleep.
Oh no, Harton, you see
Oh.
on your pillow
Oh no.
is a note.
Fuck's sake. It's not right. You don't involve yourself in a married person's bed. Let's have a look at this. What's this JB never cunt got to say for himself?
So the note, you notice it smells very faintly of lavender. It's quite lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And it just reads, "It seems that you were engaged when I popped by. I hope everything is well and the city guard isn't causing you any trouble. I know you're going to be opening tomorrow. I'll come by afterwards to have a conversation with you all about those documents I have."
Fucking right.
And for a signature, it just says J.
Fucking right, you will. We need to do something about these fucking locks. Gotta hire some good dwarven craftsmanship in here, not like Bjorn's but slipshod his. He can do weapons. He can't do the intricacies of a good tumbler lock.
I
That's
wonder
more
if Gaddix
Gaddix
would be
thing.
able to help there.
Yeah.
But he needs something sturdy, not something that's going to break by its own admission. Like Gaddix's lock will be amazing, but it'll also be a combined flashlight, tooth sharpener, and penknife. I need a lock. Hey, then it's straight to sleep.
All right, so anybody else have anything before the next day? Sounds good. All right. So it's morning time. Thankfully, Nadrax, Hart, and y'all feel great. Nothing wrong. The sun. I would say the sun is shining, but it's another, overcast day as usual.
That'll do nicely.
Sleeping off the hole in my chest.
We're perfectly fine. All bullet wounds gone.
5E.
I mean, yours got seared shut through Gnomish inventions.
There's a reason people prefer Harton to heal them than Gaddix.
He was just trying a new thing.
That's the perfect time to do so, when someone is at death's door.
Yeah, why not? Sounds
He
right.
didn't have anything else ready, so yeah.
Oh, do you actually feel a wee bit better now? I think that's mostly you. So, you looking forward to the bar opening, love?
Just waiting for Gaddix to pop out from under the sheets. You're welcome, sir. And then he toddles off.
It'll be interesting, to be sure. I'm just not sure how loud it'll be.
Well, I mean, we're doing it for the kids and all, so we can't have too much noise and all. It won't be bawdy or anything. But we do have Beyond. And Lou is something of a musician, last we heard. And I admit I'd probably get a 1 or 2 down my neck and maybe get a little boisterous, but if we keep things sort of nice and friendly, it could just be a wee cozy thing. You know, a bit of laughter, a bit of chatter.
Oh, that would be nice. Though I don't know if we'd get much snow here.
What's the thing about snow?
Well, just a bunch of friends gathered together in a nice quiet bar, the fire roaring, the snow falling outside.
I'm getting a wee bit nostalgic on Red Shell myself. But we've got a home here. We've got some delightful kids. And we've got our children. And I must say, you're looking lovelier than ever.
Aw, love, thank you.
Alright, let's go get something to eat. Before I decide I'm going to make use of another hour in the morning with you.
And then, so it is lunch. It is breakfast time. What are y'all planning on doing today?
Well, I give the kids, well, before we scoot on down, I give the kids a benefit of knocking on their door to say good morning. Set
Are
them
you
at
doing
ease.
okay?
I feel perfectly fine. My feet haven't even blistered up much. And the
Well,
trust me,
good.
that's the worst of it.
Well, good, because I'm gonna need your height here. Here's the skull troll. I'm gonna have to need to put that on top of the fireplace, and I don't have a ladder.
Alright, give me a second here, and I lift Bjorn.
Alright.
Hey,
Now
Horik has
stand
started-
still as I hammer this fucker of a nail right through.
Let's get
Watch
your
this,
stump.
kids.
Hang on, let's get your stumpy legs past my neck. There we go. That's better.
Horik has started laying out breakfast on the bar, pancakes with fruit.
I don't get it crooked.
Stand still, not. Don't look at the pancakes. I need you to stand still while I nail this fucker in, okay? 1, 2, 3. Don't you moved.
One the fucking me is fucking you.
Now stand still and gonna try again.
If you feel this time I'm standing on your shoulders.
Ugh.
Right,
whining.
get the fuck down.
No,
Get
no,
down.
No, stop bellying. Alright then, Master Big Fancy Hero. You try then.
Right.
Get on my shoulders.
Don't worry, you don't have to bend your knee, I'm fine. Right. Now we straighten it up first. We prepare the spot. We get ready. We aim with the hammer.
I am ready. I'm steady.
And
as
it
a
goes
rock.
in and
See?
fucking glide.
Because I'm on a stable ground. I'm steady as a rock. You were swaying about. You see, children, this is how you maximize work.
Oh, you're
Steady.
going to involve them in it? But perfect. Kids, as an audience here, who was the steadier platform and who didn't know how to fucking handle a hammer despite living and breathing as one?
I think
To
you
answer
were
you,
more
they'd have to stop
steady.
What'd you say, Horik?
To answer you, they'd have to stop eating pancakes.
That's true. That's true. It's a
Yeah,
different
they're
one.
answering through the pancakes. Yeah.
And using the diplomatic approach. If you are both right, I don't want to pick sides. I just want to have pancakes. I don't want to be yelled at.
He had a bonus that Harton is actually better at athletics.
Yeah.
I'm working out
1
how, actually.
point.
Because we both got 4 strength, yeah?
No, I have +3 strength.
Ah, okay. Did not expect that. Harton's
Why
the
does the
cleric.
cleric have more strength than the fighter?
It's a bullshit stat block, that's why.
Yeah.
But remember, Uzana's is even more bullshit. It's hilarious.
It was also due to us going down in level, so I lost my strength modifier.
Aye, but I just mean
Yeah.
like from when we started.
Yeah.
Because Uzana has like +2 strength
Yep.
as a wizard, and you've got, was it your dex?
Let me go put it up.
It's on your sheet.
+2 strength, +3 dex, +3 con, +4 int, +3 wisdom, +2 charisma.
Absolute bullshit. It's great, isn't it?
I found Grayson's mother.
It's just one of those things of, you might have this bullshit stat block, but it doesn't really affect things that much, because most of those rolls don't come up.
Yeah, just like Braider's a wizard in the other.
Yeah, fucking +4, +4, +4.
Yeah, 218.
Oh, it's only
216s,
2
240s.
+4s, 2 +3s, 2 +2s. Don't,
Oh, it's
don't
only.
oversell it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because humans are bullshit when you roll right.
Yep. It's fucking wonderful. Alright. You know, it does look alright there. I'd say it's practically masterfully positioned.
Hey, well, I hope I made the targeting hole for you.
Yeah, sorry, I can't hear you down there. I'm just admiring my work. But we've got the bar opening tonight. We've said our words and all that there. Now, you know fine well you don't sample anything until after we've closed. Right, look at me, Bjorn. Look at me.
Well, I gotta make sure that we are serving our customers proper drinks.
Right, here's the thing, though.
Have you ever heard about a wine taster?
Didn't we work as one for a while? I thought that was like 2 weeks.
Did we?
I think we went beyond taster, and that's why we can't really remember.
Yeah, that's what I was insinuating with it.
But what I'm saying is, when you open a bottle for the customer, they get potentially the rest of the bottle. You don't just pour out the glass for them and then drink the rest yourself.
All right, I'm going to be on the other side of the bar.
Alright. This is your big moment. You've been wanting to do this for fucking years.
Particularly when some of the bottles are 25 gold a pop.
That's alright, he doesn't want those ones.
Yeah, those are the ones that taste like fruit.
And Horik, you'll be raking in the cash with the meals.
Yes, everything is prepared and ready to start.
Gax has got coffee machine building, I'm sure. Because we're not using Coggo.
No, it doesn't even look like him.
I'm not having Coggo walk up and down the bar while people get coffee dispensed.
I was thinking there could also be a bit of a bar challenge. You see, we've had these helmets. It could be a challenge for someone. If you can drink the whole helmet, you'll get the drink for free.
We'll have to be careful how we phrase that in the poster.
You only have one helmet as a note.
Aye.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we don't want to be too rough a place. This is a nice wee hangout area, you know? Nice and friendly. People could even bring their own kids.
We can monetize that. We could do a daycare service as well.
No. Also, no knife games.
Or you could make an animatronic troll. Oh no,
Yeah,
not the
get on that.
animatronic trolls killing the children.
Brought that up
Oh no,
before,
who could
yeah.
have foreseen this? Yeah.
Why did we call him Freddy?
But luckily I don't have anywhere to go. Oh, that's alright. I reiterate what I found in the note. So that's at least one pressure bit taken off. We'll get to talk to him. Ask him why one of his lads has been going around killing people.
I bet you he'll use the front door.
Aye.
I
Hopefully.
mean, you didn't to drop off that note.
Aye, I don't fucking want that happening again. That's an invasion of privacy. Now, let's have a wee focus here on where you lot have gotten in your own schooling before you ditched Helmshold.
We can count to 25.
That's a good start. That's a good start.
We can add things and we can take away things.
How's your reading and writing?
Oh yeah, we can all do that.
Alright. That's good, you got the basics. We can just work on that then. Because I've got not a lot to do at this moment. Don't want to rush things too much. I'm still fine, but you know. You have no idea how much of a bloody city I ran within a minute. Fucking hell. Like, I know you kids are fast and you can light up the town and all, but... Oh, I wrecked that street.
How far did you go?
Right, let me just try and... here's the map. There, round there. We went around there a second time, then we went this way. Now, Nidrax, he was on the rooftop, so he was just leaping about now. It's a bit exerting, but he didn't have quite the ground to cover. And then this way here, and then down this way, and that was all in a span of a couple of minutes. I am not the youngest man that ever was.
If I recall, y'all ended up on Parsar Street.
It was a couple of miles.
Yeah, y'all did a fucking marathon. And the kids are just, that's a lot of running.
Hey, yeah, it was. I was in my armor too. No.
And Nadrex did it across the rooftop, so he was jumping all over the place.
Aye, well, to be fair though, he had a less of a distance to go because I lost track a few times and there was a few bad turns and all. Like, I had to go around the buildings, he could go across.
Well, I also had to climb up and down.
You're not here. Unless you are. Did you come down from the attic? Or are you still securing it?
Nadrex is still setting up a crossbow, ball bearings, caltrops.
We should form a committee of fucking up saloon.
Oh, at this point, his window is that's his personal. He's not pulling any punches there. And as I mentioned before, he will put a shield up there, which says in Draconic and Common, "Fuck off," and has an angry Dragonborn face drawn on it.
That seems like a challenge.
Yes, which is
Ooh.
exactly why the crossbow and the ball bearings and the caltrops are there.
Luke could
Ow.
actually give you some good words to put on there in Drow.
Now, how good is Natrex at drawing?
Not very.
Roll a performance.
It's some kind of creature.
Okay.
No.
He's actually pretty good.
It looks like a dragonborn.
It could be a kobold. We have nothing to show difference in scale.
This is a dragonborn, kobold for scale.
Yeah, exactly. He'd have something beside it to show the size. This could just be a kobold. Very angry looking one.
I mean, if it has fire breath. Not
doesn't.
fire breath, but acid breath.
It's the
Ah,
dreadlocks
yes,
that give it
the
away.
Legend of Zarzul. Of course, Lou would know all about this famous tale.
You dream that you're a dragon, and you try to breathe fire.
He might. Nadrex, Dragonborn, the angry Dragonborn face, might also be choking at Raoul.
I just imagine it's something like this, really.
Wow, that's some really good shadow puppetry. And then he looks behind him as Nadrax is choking Lou.
Just hold a silhouette there while I trace around it.
What, you little?
Oric's going to also trap his room, sort of. He's going to put up a sign in the window. It says, "Come in, let's talk Amway." That should keep anyone out.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Until something comes up, that's what Harden's doing. Probably with Uzana if she's available. Homeschooling the kids a bit.
Lou is eavesdropping in front of the fire, pretending that he's not learning anything.
You know what, Louis? Over here, lad. Over here.
Oh, but it's really cozy over here by the fire.
It's alright. You can pull a chair close to it. I think this might help you as well. To be fair, it's helping me too. He's corrected me about 6 or 7 times now.
Yeah, okay. I technically learned all this stuff already, but I can refresh me.
That's exactly. Freshen up a wee bit. Because I gotta admit, like, I didn't need a whole lot of these numbers back when I was, even now these days, actually, come to think of it.
Let me teach you about maths. It's to perfect halfling cooking, you need to know the metric system. We came up with it so we can get really accurate measures of all ingredients.
Alternatively, you could just do 1 cup of something and make sure you use the same cup.
No, that doesn't work. You get cups of different sizes and it just throws a whole lot out.
Can't share recipes like that.
They say, considering that is how recipes are shared globally.
I mean, with every cup being different sizes, you need to have standardized cups.
No, it's a case of it's how you do the ratios. 1 cup of flour, as long as you use the same cup for the flour and the sugar and such, it's all fine.
Oh, we lost Rena.
No.
Oh, we lost Rena and Braider. I guess their internet of power went out.
That would be in there offline and everything too. Oh, they're still on roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Give it
the
time.
network
It takes a
changed
while.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, man, okay, yeah.
Back when It's like back in the old IRC days. When you're able to
there we
reconnect
go.
just in time to see yourself log off.
We've lost internet.
Yeah.
Completely?
We get.
Um,
Oh, boy.
I just connected my
Your phone, yeah.
my phone to my laptop. So Raider, does that have Wi-Fi?
You have a data plan that can cover this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is just rather basic stuff.
Yeah, it does sound a bit spottier.
Yeah, it's mostly voice. Shouldn't be that difficult.
Well, she is going to be poking around various things.
Yeah, that's actually not very. When it's just pages and stuff, it's not that much.
Yeah.
Because this is also how I did it in the hospital. And in the hospital, I was legit streaming a desktop to my phone.
Mm.
Can you tether your phone to your computer and use it that way?
Yeah, that's what I've got going on. It's just that Braider can't because the desktop isn't wireless.
Ooh, bugger.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Did you restart the router, honey? Yes. Okay. How are all the lights? Oh, hold on a second. Let me try.
And considering the very important topic of what to name the Axbeak and the Owlbear, I believe I have good names.
Axe bear.
Jesus Christ, man. I kept your characters alive. Why did I ever do that?
You know, you always regret it afterwards. As soon as he opened his mouth, it's like, oh yeah, I should have let you die.
Or at least maybe he took a few more hits.
Then we find out our bar is actually going to tank.
Of course. And then we lose all that money.
All right.
Well, you see,
So who
well,
knows?
how was I supposed to have known that we will lose all our money by investing in non-fungible tankards?
Witchcraft.
They've all been funged. Damn it!
Why the fuck are we using dwarf coins, Bjorn? Everyone knows that doesn't hold value. They don't fucking trade.
The dragon is backed by gold. It is gold.
Exactly.
Those
Alright, so
glasses
for the
were
moment-
reusable.
So for the moment, I will be controlling Gaddix while Braider uses it on its phone until we get him fucking internet.
Well, luckily we shouldn't have a fight. We might.
You never know.
How the opening goes.
Yeah, exactly.
So, as I was saying before the internet cut all the fuck out, so it was pretty much the idea, school the children, set up some traps for our lovely drow friend that you may not enjoy anymore. That general gist of things?
Well, I mean, Bjorn's also getting the bar ready along with Horik as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bjorn is trying to figure out what to prioritize in the bar, which bottle should be nearest the top of the bar and which should be further back. And
So-
it's like choosing between which is his favorite child.
I'm just imagining like the specialist in the menu is when Bjorn has to ask Carton to get the bottle on the shelf. This one's too
Bjorn,
fucking high up.
I assume at some point you've gone down into the cellar, including the wine cellar, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because
Just
you,
make
you,
sure
you
what's-
have to obviously look at some things. Down
See what we
there,
actually have.
yep, down in the wine cellar, you do happen to find the bottles that were gifted. And roll me a history.
I don't remember
You know-
these bottles.
You don't remember them coming here, but there's something about those bottles that seem fucking familiar to you. All you know is it says One-Eyed Jacks. and it has a little eye patch on it. And you can swear up and down that you've seen a fucking symbol like that before. But
Maybe
you're
not
not sure where.
Sure.
It's rare for me to forget any. Hang on. Oh, this is difficult while holding a fucking bottle here. Hey.
Right, remind me to buy you another to build you another stool.
Yeah, I'll appreciate that. Anyway, anyone remember this label? My noggin seemed to be throbbing in the right place, but
Right, phrasing
just
first
doesn't
of all, but
recall.
also, aye, we've done plenty of those before, and you would have known where they came from if you weren't fucking pissed last night. They're a Luskin one.
I think we have to taste it to make sure.
I mean, we didn't get these bottles exactly from them, but we were going to get ones like it from Zord's Lot, because they're all Luskin native. Yes, voice in my head.
So, Hurton, you vaguely remember, because both you and Bjorn, you only ever really ended up in one tavern in Luskin.
Mm-hmm.
Just because there's not very many taverns in Luskin that allow you to just, random folks to wander on in. They tend to be very insular. And you remember the tavern as the one-eyed Jack, like the card.
Mm-hmm.
That would be where you got the card, where you've seen that bottle before.
Right.
Although now that you're actually looking at the bottle, you're starting to think that it might have actually been Jack's and you just heard it wrong.
Pretty likely. Pretty likely. I mean, I did have to listen. We were with a lot of the lads at the time.
Hey.
Specifically, you remember having to escort a merchant who was very, very persnickety about what happened and would not let you leave the fucking tavern.
I remember Bruce was such. Do you remember Bruce, right? You're such a fucking hassle to deal with. Any damsel that was in nearby, and you'd have to drag him out.
Right. Weirdest thing about him, though, he had 1 foot an inch shorter than the other. Like, not the leg, the foot.
You also remember when Bruce made the mistake of trying to hit on the lady who ran the bar, and he almost got bodily ejected.
I remember getting that. I remember getting that fucking black eye. He was not worth that.
Almost cracked off his fucking horn as well.
Well, I would have taken one as a souvenir afterwards if I'd known.
Roll me a history.
I gotta warn you, I'm also not good at this.
Oh, I know.
But I'm better than Bjorn.
That's all that matters. And now, I will point out that also, Bjorn, you also can vaguely, now that you're remembering the bar, you remember that this bar actually did have imported dwarven ale for you.
Alright, the only highlight of that entire trip.
It wasn't the only highlight. We got paid too. Admittedly, not a lot of that purse left the bar, now that I think about it.
And now that you're thinking about it, it was kind of weird because in that bar, there were a couple drow. In a city that don't like non-humans very much.
Well, it weren't polite to stare. I tried not to play it up too much.
It's a thing that's been noticed.
Aye.
So for anybody else, what's up? Just gonna generally have a kind of chill night until you all get ready to open the bar?
Actually, now that you were mentioning about having a couple of stools, there is the fancy carpets are right nearby. They could probably make some decent looking stool.
I know, but I was just thinking of building something for you to stomp up and down on.
Nah, but put a bit of finesse on it.
Well, before we can think of something artisanal like that, we better start raking in a bit of coin.
Well, in any case, I think this crate lid for some of the wine bottle will do just fine. And just turn it around and stand on it. Here, and let's just see what's the luck chance to see if it can actually hold Bjorn's weight.
Boy.
Don't you fuck this up. We're just about to open.
Yeah. Well, it's just an empty
Oh.
crate.
Yeah, you know what? Just roll me a D100. I want to see percentage chances.
Pretty low.
You break the fucking box.
All right. Well, so that's an option that is not viable.
Alright. Pass it up to me. Come on, I might as well make use of it.
Yeah, materials.
Give it here. As Harden
Right, you could even
very
hold the
useful.
models.
Yeah, as Harden very usefully during this time when the kids are learning is going about whittling and breaking little splints off to make a tiny boat.
Shop class.
Well, I haven't done it for a wee bit. You're meant to do it every 2 years. You and the lads from the town. You'd all gather together and make a good longboat.
Hey.
So I haven't really had the option, so I'll just do small boats. Hey Lou, something to say?
I was just thinking, I wonder if I can get this little magic guy to do math for me.
The fact that it says mindless, I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
Who's just gonna have it draw on paper?
I mean, you could probably get a wee sort of a psych evaluation on that sort of thing. Like, you're using a spell to do something spontaneous and creative, and somehow it might be kept. No, it's just on a dick. Yep, that's a big old dick.
You notice also that the window is rather smudged and it says, "Go home."
Leaf, would you fucking stop that? We're cleaning those windows. We're open tonight. Don't you fucking start anything, or I will blast you away.
Yeah, I'll actually set the servant around cleaning all the windows up and polishing everything.
Okay.
Oh, so
Well,
your invisible servant gets into a fight with this one. Irina?
So, if you're going to be educating the children, give me an int
This is why
and tell me whatever you're going to do.
Poltergeist just calling the unseen servant fucking scab.
He's just going to help him on a bit of a wordage, because he himself has problems with that, so he can help show bad examples and then gets corrected by Uzana. But he also brings
the children get some...
Yeah, brings in more colourful words, odd turns of phrase. Gets distracted by going on story tangents.
Yeah, they learn a lot. You're wondering if all of it was educational, but they probably did at least learn something.
Yeah. Teach by story, not just by list. Give them examples and whatnot.
Eventually, the children do break apart. And, go on break, because you always have to have some breaks in there.
My god, it's like the end of Avengers.
And Lou, Squidly shows up. He goes, "Hey, you got the harmonica, right?
Yeah.
How do you play that? Is it hard?"
It is an incredibly difficult task that very few have managed to master as well as I have.
I think he's got a good enough insight to know that's bullshit.
Let's find out.
Does he believe your hype?
I'm a pretty good liar, unfortunately.
You are.
That's a wisdom, right?
You might even be able to convince him he doesn't have eyes.
Yeah, wisdom.
Yeah, he sees through your bullshit.
He hasn't had a chance to deceive yet if he's doing it actively.
Yeah, true.
Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm just puffing myself up.
Well, can I try?
It's kind of gross, but maybe we can go buy you another one, a smaller one. How much does a harmonica cost?
I have no fucking idea. Let me Google that.
Probably a couple of golds.
$4.75 from Amazon. Next day delivery.
Oh, fucking hell. No, that's not the official one.
Oh, probably like $5 or something.
I can probably afford it.
Probably.
Yeah, the fun part is that I see things that have tables, and then when I click on the link, it doesn't have the fucking table. Yeah, where's the fucking table here? There is no fucking table here.
It'll be like, if you're on 5e tools, it'll be like under the tool list.
Oh no, I wasn't. I was just trying to Google.
I guess where it lists musical instruments.
I'm gonna say probably 5 gold. Yeah, let's say 5 gold.
Okay.
It's pretty common.
Well, I guess I can take Squidly to if there's a music store nearby, I'll take him there, and I'll let him hold mine and practice on it until we get there.
Okay. So yeah, he's gonna try to get some learning from y'all. He's interested. He wants to do something different.
I could probably teach him a different instrument. We can look through if he sees anything better.
Don't give him a drum set. Don't give him a drum set.
What can you do, Mr. Lou?
I've dabbled. I can teach you the basics on most things, but I've done like some looting, mandolining. I don't think that's a verb.
A mandolin? What's that?
Yeah, it's a. Hold on, let me
Let me
recall.
Google it.
Allow me to recall.
Let me just ask my unseen servant who I call Jeeves.
Well, apparently it chops vegetables.
It can chop vegetables, yeah.
It's like a little string instrument. It's a cool little round thing. It's kind of adorable.
I think I saw them selling ukuleles down the street.
You're not thinking
That'd
about
be
them. What about a mouth harp? Down.
A didgeridoo.
Here's my one question: if you're going to think of acquiring an instrument for him, with what money will you be doing that?
I currently have 29 gold.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
So yeah, are you heading on down now, or are you going to wait until the next day?
I'll go with Squidly now before we open up.
All right. So yeah, you do eventually wander on down more to the trade market, and you do happen to find a stall that's selling musical instruments. And Squidly goes, "Well, Mr. Lou, I don't know what half of these are. What's a good one that I could pick?"
Lou doesn't know what half of them are. That's no problem.
Well, okay,
I know
here's the
about a quarter.
recorder.
Oh no! Oh, we're not doing the recorder.
This ancient gnome instrument, the Vuvuzela.
Oh, God.
Ooh,
Oh, that'd be
pick
so
that one,
annoying.
because then Gaddix will be like, "Ooh, that's a good one," and everyone else hates it. You
That's
should
a
try-
banger. I know that one.
Yeah. Or no, what? Hold on. When I was a kid, we had they were little plastic tubes, and you swung them over your head, and they made noise. That's a gnome instrument. Whatever the fuck those were, yeah.
I think they were just called rattlers or noisemakers.
Because it made like a woo woo woo, and it was great.
Ooh, slide whistle.
Ooh, I know, the pan flute.
You give him a flashback.
But can you play the pan flute?
And Lou suddenly died.
Can
Poorly.
you pay?
I could play it poorly. No,
I
let's,
want something. I want something you're good at, so that I can learn from you, so I don't sound dumb.
let's start you off with something stringed. It's maybe
Oh, kid, if you don't want to sound dumb, have you come to the wrong place? You can give him a lute. That's a nice beginner instrument.
Yeah, a lute or a mandolin if I can find either one of those.
Yeah, mandolin, go
3
fancy.
months later, Lou's lessons are coming along great. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Oh, I cannot load 5e tools on the fucking internet from my cell phone.
Yeah, it's being a right. Yeah.
But yep, you do happen to find a lute, and it looks to be in relatively okay condition. Are you going to be speaking to the shopkeeper?
Yeah, I'll say, hey, how you doing there? How's the business going?
Oh, fairly good, sir. Fairly good. How are you and the fine lad doing?
Actually, pretty good. He actually just this morning expressed an interest in picking up the arts, so I came down here to pick up his first instrument. Actually,
Oh, well, that is quite a momentous occasion. Now, what are you looking into, young man? And Squidly looks hesitant and he points at the lute.
Mhm.
That would be a fine choice. Fine choice. Yes, he goes and gets it
300
down.
gold.
I can assure you, young man, the ladies will throw their underwear at you with this.
He looks it over. For such a special occasion, I could part with this for 31 gold.
You know, 31 gold. Okay, can I just hold it and give it a look over really quick?
Now run.
Certainly, sir. Here you go.
Let me investigate. Are there any arguments I can poke? Is there one scuff, one scratch? I really
There's
get in
one
there and
area.
investigate.
There's one area that's not completely polished.
Well, 31 gold. How about it's actually a pretty nice piece. I'm not gonna lowball you too hard, my friend. But I am not a man of great means currently. I will be soon. Don't believe me, I will be soon. But I don't have I don't have 31 gold on me.
Can I make a suggestion for Lou? Head to the local pawn shop. That's where all the deadbeat musicians sell the instruments. There might be something cheap.
Actually, 31 is already fairly cheap for a good instrument. For this.
Oh yes, but it's an important day. He's going to become a great. Look, man, I got 29 gold on me. Can I just have it for 29?
Give me a persuasion.
Well, he take
Lou?
pity on me.
That is exactly the thing. He takes pity on you and the poor boy. And he just kind of eventually gives a nod. Yeah, all right, I'll take 29. Only so that the young lad has a decent starting instrument.
College
That's
of
why
the
I
guilt
came to you,
trip.
my friend. And that's another lesson you can learn, little bud. That's the art of the deal.
Just imagine that that's a drow. That is not a species you see all the time. And they're meant to be known as these boogeymen, these killers and kidnappers and sacrificers of the living.
Pity on him.
Dude, I only got 29
that's
gold.
why
Come
Lou-
on. Give me a break.
That's why Lou is doing so good. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh dear. He's just so sad. It's like, oh no, this drow must, something's wrong in the head.
Help. He's lost. He's a little puppy.
So Lou, you managed to go back, and Squidly has his new instrument, and he is quite chuffed about it.
Lesson 1, jamming. Let me tune this for you.
Okay, how do we tune things? Why do we? Is it not always tuned?
Eventually it'll work its way out of tune. But that's a later thing to worry about. I'll tune it for you for now.
If you want it automatically tuned, you go to Gettix.
We can actually probably set something up.
I could probably go sooner, yeah.
Oh, what's that you got there?
I got a lute.
Why'd you get a hold of it?
Mr. Lou bought it for me.
That is very nice of you. Well done, lad.
I was gonna say I stole it.
I was expecting you to say something like that, eh?
No, he bought it for 29 gold.
I don't have any money.
He haggled it.
I'm a good haggler. You see that? 2 gold off? Just for saying one thing.
Aye, nicely done, nicely done. So you're looking to take it up?
Yeah, I thought it might be fun because Nat's got her thing that she's doing. And Jinx is learning from Miss Uzana. So I thought maybe I could play an instrument like my dad did.
Oh, you know a bit about your dad?
Well, not really, but I heard that he was a bard. That's all I know. All we know is what my neighbor said.
Ah, right. Sure. How we go at it? I never really had the fingers for that. I probably could pick something like that up, but I just never really, had the practice.
Get you a trumpet. I can see that. Ooh, actually no, you're a saxophone guy.
I'm pretty sure I'm good on vocals. I tell you, I really could. I could boom out a better number than those ones at the opera hall.
Yeah, Mr. Hurton's good at making people listen to him because he can get loud really quickly.
Yeah,
Hey, well, I can also carry a wee tune, and I'm pretty sure you're able to get a bit of volume on yourself.
All right, so then Lou, roll me an intelligence for teaching the boy.
Hopefully this goes better than trying to learn myself. It does.
Yes. You managed to get him learning how to do some scales.
Mm-hmm.
Also, partway through, Lou, you're slipped 29 gold.
Rich.
Of Bjorn. It's actually Bjorn's money.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But that's for a good cause. He wouldn't spite that.
No, like it's fine because you got that money because you needed it for something else and you were borrowing it.
Yeah. And he'll get paid back.
Yep.
Also, I'm left with
Right.
69 gold. Nice.
Nice. You know, you guys think it's a good idea? Maybe get Squidly actually up on stage, you know? Let him light the place up?
I'm all
I'm
for
not
it.
ready for that yet.
We know. But I'm all for it. Like, when you're ready.
Yeah, I could play with Mr. Lou.
Aye.
It's a salaried position.
It could be fun.
That's the big one, that. You'll see if you like the draw of the crowd.
Well, people don't scare me. I don't mind being in front of people.
But it's different though. Like, I get a wee bit of it when I do the service and all. It's not just stand in front of them; it's to have their attention on you, and sometimes you can really feel it, and you're getting a good bit of enjoyment from it. But we'll see. We'll see. You'll probably enjoy it. You're a chirpy enough little lad. Good job, Luke.
Mm. Thank you.
My other horned son. In this case, ears.
Are we going to do any mixed drinks tonight?
Yeah, actually, who's staffing what? What's our plan?
What? Hang on.
You-
What do you
I'll
mean
point out-
mixed drinks? What
Yeah,
what is this?
Yeah, you do not have anything for mixed drinks.
There's
you just have drinks that you pour.
We can't go making mixed drinks. You know how many guilds we have to talk to about that.
What about the ones with the little umbrellas?
That's another guild we have to deal with.
Oh, not the tiny umbrella guild. They're
See,
ruthless.
they're the only ones who craft those things. They protected the industry. And if you want the lemon wedges, you've got to get to the guys who supply the fruit, and then the ones who allow you to slice it into a certain dimension.
And you have to get a knife through the knife guild to even do that.
It'll be ridiculous. You can just get a knife anywhere.
I don't even
The
think
culinary
that's
guild, on the
so
other hand, for
far.
letting you store the lemons. They're a right bunch of bastards. What were you saying, Braider?
So,
I swear I heard a tiny voice.
Oh, that was me. I was telling him to. I sent him a thing to try to tether his phone to his computer.
Okay.
But right, so you have a very leisurely day. For once, somebody doesn't try to murder you. Somebody doesn't try to stab you.
Well, hang on here. What's Susanna up to? Because there's helping the kids learn, but there's also Jenks lessons specifically.
And I will point out halfway through the day, yet again, Nat does leave. She does tell you this time that she's going to see her tutor.
That's a good girl. Thanks for keeping informed. Be safe.
I bring out the pot of herbal tea. There's a lovely
I
fragrance.
shall remind her we do have knife lessons scheduled afterwards.
Yep. And she would come back. But when she comes back, she'll go find you. So, Uzana, how are you and Jenks doing? Give me your int.
Or are you busy scrawling scrolls?
No, I'm teaching. 12.
So yeah, you are getting a little bit. You're getting some things in there. Some things you can tell are going a little bit over his head, but at the same time, he's at least getting the importance of repetition and that kind of stuff. He's certainly paying attention, and things are going relatively well.
Yeah, well, that's what matters most.
And you haven't
Horrocks-
lost his interest.
Horik is starting to bake bread for later, making the nice, fresh baked bread smell come through the whole of the inn.
Classic trick, but we're not selling the place.
I know, but people are going to walk in and smell something really tasty.
What's that other bullshit? You hang up mirrors in big rooms next to windows so the room looks larger?
Where was
Alright.
it? Twisted seasoned breadsticks, yes.
As for divvying up the labour, I mean, it's pretty obvious Bjornhill won't be behind the bar because he can't physically walk far away from booze if it's being opened. Horrick's got the run of the kitchen. Lou, it's up to you if you want to be on stage most of the time, or you can go help him out in there.
I can maybe do waitstaff stuff as well.
That too. That'll be for you kids as well. Just taking orders. We'll carry shit out for you. No worries.
Maybe
No
they feed the bread
problem.
baskets or something.
You could redo the bread baskets, whatnot. Maybe a light snack or two. Don't worry. We'll just do. It'll be very light. Don't worry.
And Jenks kind of speaks up. I could help clean dishes and things. I'm good with that.
That's a good initiative, lad.
Thank you. And Squidly, I'll help out here. I'll prefer to help out.
Nat, do you have a preference?
But she's left, didn't she?
Yeah, she's not here right now.
Well, I figured it'd be when she come back. All right. As for you, Nadrax, front room, back room, do you want to help out? Would you rather sit
Back room,
in the
probably.
dark?
Yeah, back room for me. Less people there.
Fair enough. You can help out in the
Of
pantry
course.
then.
There's also something that is point out. Y'all are going to be having a bar, so a lot of people are going to be coming in and out of the bar, and you could always try to hit them up for information. And 2 of our budding spies are in the kitchen.
3 of them, technically. Depending on where Lou is most of the night.
Well, I
Oh,
might
keep my.
sneak
Oh,
out
sorry.
once in a while, mingle with the guests, but not as myself.
Definitely keep an eye out or an ear out while I'm, because I'll be moving around the room performing. So I'll maybe I can eavesdrop a bit.
Can you hear anyone or the sound of your own voice?
That's a spell I need to. That's a good spell. I guess you could just cast deafness on yourself.
No,
Well, then you
that
can't
would
hear
not
anybody.
work.
You can't hear anybody.
But you can't. But then you can't hear where they go boo, boo.
I'm blocking out the haters.
Yeah.
Use magic mouth and lip sync to your own songs.
Well, all right. So things do eventually get settled in. Nat does come back and tries to seek you out, Nadrax.
All right.
So are you going back up to your room?
Yeah.
All right. So then give me those intelligence rolls to see how well she's doing with her daggers.
How many did you want from me?
Just one.
Yeah.
You have been the most successful thus far. She is progressing quite well.
Yeah. I'm motivated to teach her how to stab any dark elves coming from my room.
Well,
Lou,
you
he
don't
needs
know.
a target dummy.
Not again.
She does seem to be very motivated, which is a good thing. And she seems to be very inclined to work to get this done.
Yeah. Good progress. Now, do you still have the knife? I showed you how to hide in your boot.
And she does bring it on out. And she has her initial knife she also has.
All right. Now to hide them in your belt and in your cloak.
So away you go for all the wonderful lessons on where to hide her daggers.
Yeah.
Eventually, she's going to have more daggers. 90% of her weight will be daggers.
Not surprising, she's a beanpole.
Yeah, she's a tiny little spindle.
When you're old enough,
Well-
I'll teach you about the most forbidden of all, the prison pocket.
Eventually, she'll have enough daggers she classes as scale mail.
Now I show you how to hide a dagger in your mouth. Oh, wait, your face is too short. It's a Dragonborn advantage.
But
Oh,
yes.
God.
So the rest of the day goes relatively well. And before you know it, it's time to open. Nat does decide to take a back room, mostly because, it's a bit hard when people try to call your name and you can't hear them.
Yep.
Jenks also stays in the back. Squidly decides to stay up front.
Arton, of course, is
Yeah.
front of house.
Gaddix, what are you doing?
I can work, the counter with drinks, and then I can use Kago to serve the drinks.
There we go. An assistant for Bjorn.
Yeah,
And an
put a
assistant
little
for
like
for Miyama.
platter on Kago, and he can walk drinks out.
He's not going to
So-
dispense anything, though, right?
Alright, so we should probably figure out, should we have like a numbering of the table then? So
Hey,
we
don't
can
worry, I've
call
got it all in the
Coco-
head already.
Aye, but does Coco?
He will
let's
once I
see
tell
here,
him.
Coco, go to table number 1.
All right, so I'm also going to point out, let me draw out some extra, because there are more tables in here than there is. Here we go.
I don't know. How deep in this simulation are we going to get?
Well, not particularly, but just because this is a little...
And of course, Uzana will be the bouncer.
There's a big old round table back here. And there is one more in the corner here. It's actually at the draw. And there's another for 2 seats just over in this corner as well. So there you go. And then, of course, the bar.
Alright.
It's a very organized numbering system. 1, 6, 2, 3, 7, 4, 5.
That's why it's 1, 8, 2, 3.
It's a very squash state.
Somebody added more tables, all right? We had our tables laid out, and then somebody brought in more. It just ruined it.
We had to expand.
So yes, it's starting to get dark. It's about time to open.
Oh, shite, I forgot. Quickly back to the broken crate to whittle shit. To create a terrible looking comedy helmet for the troll skull. Because we forgot to get a tiny hat.
Shit, I'll just have to keep a minor illusion all night to make it a tiny hat.
Alright. You should also... I'm just gonna pop out and mention it to some of the neighbours. I do believe I promised some of them. I'll be right back.
Oh,
Do we have a
please
sign
don't.
that says we're open? Do we have any signage at all?
Did we do any flyering or advertising? Well, Sword City would, right?
Hey, we did some
Yep.
word of mouth. We talked to the Yon and Portal bunch as well. Good old Durham.
And Zord did put out some advertisements for you.
I would have got
Horak
an open
drags
sign,
out
but
the old sandwich board that was stored in the kitchen.
no, careful, lad. We've got 2 other guilds we have to talk with. There's a signage lot, and then there's the punctuation bunch.
We didn't make this sign; it was right here.
Oh, I gotta practice my set list. Shit.
And he unfurls a scroll that's about 5 foot long and has 1 song.
It's an elf ballad. I think it should last all night.
Ugh. It took 3 hours to learn. I assumed it took 3 hours to play.
Oh, I guess I
Alright.
could do the one from the other night. The play we went to see, the opera.
Fuck no. For one
I can
thing,
do
we're
it
not paying for
perfectly.
the
Here, I'll do
rights.
it right now.
Not paying for the rights. Fuck off with that.
You have an inkling that you don't have to pay for the rights. That's kind of not how it works here.
I'm the ultimate plagiarist.
So it's getting a little bit close, Bjorn. You're going out to rouse the neighbors.
Yeah.
You notice that your neighbor Fala is not in. They have gone out apparently. Is there anyone in particular that you're going to be trying to rouse?
Well, the blacksmith couple and the detective next door.
Well, don't forget the librarian. We need him on our side for books.
Well, he now went to the librarian, and it's too late. I already left the door. You're gonna have to do that yourself.
It's alright. I can make you listen from a distance. Just pop the head out and then thaumaturgy.
I'm just gonna go fucking who?
The detective does thank you for the information, but he's, going to take a night in. And the
Yeah.
blacksmith couple are also not in.
Huh.
They're all dead.
You missed the rapture. Shit.
They were all murdered after each night of us the fucking or
Saloon.
saloon, yeah.
Well, maybe we can buy their houses and expand.
There is
Yeah.
one more neighbor that you do know, which was Tally,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is the
the,
half elf.
Yeah, was that the herbologist or the carpenter?
That was the carpenter.
Right.
Fala was the other one.
Right. Yeah, that gotta pop in there. Mention it.
He does look up. Oh, hi there. How are you doing?
Doing just fine. Just wanted to mention that today is the grand opening if you want to pop on over and get a drink.
Bring your gold.
That's a kindness to the neighbours first things in our house.
Fuck is wrong with you?
Dwarven hospitality is what's wrong with me.
Oh, sure. Later tonight, I think I'll pop. Oh, he thinks about it. I'll make sure to pop over, but I do have to come back before sundown.
All right. By the way, do you know it seems like a lot of the other neighbours also left. Is there some sort of guild meeting or something around now?
No, not that I know of. They're probably just out. I mean, depends on who it is. I mean, I don't really keep much with Fala's schedule. Blacksmith, if they're not in, they're probably just out,
All
probably having a drink or so.
right. Just wanted to see if there was something big going on.
No, not that I'm aware of.
All right. Well, see you if I see you. Have a nice day.
You as well.
Of course, the flip
I'll
side.
be sure to pop by.
The flip side of dwarven hospitality: the first drink is free, so you better arrive early because we mean the first drink, not yours, just the first one.
And yep, you're just about getting things ready when you hear a knock at your door. I assume Bjorn, you probably got back. Nope, I don't want to grab you and Zord. Thank you. You hear a little knock.
Hey,
I
welcome,
just
welcome.
taking time then.
I open the door up. It's yourself. And,
Yes,
oh,
Felton.
hello. You want?
This is the human that you met earlier.
Right. It's just a token.
It's the token.
Yeah.
It's totally, and Lou is fully aware that this is fucking Felric, a drow.
All right. Come on in. Come on in.
Ah, good to see what you've done with the place. Seems to be fairly up and ready. You all feel prepared?
Aye, pretty much. It's a wee bit basic, but you know, it'll get us colour and character over time.
That's the spirit. And particularly if you stay around and you keep doing deeds like you all have been doing, I'm sure you're going to get lots of things to fill in here.
Oh, I had a rough. Almost had one to cap off tonight as well.
Oh?
Hey, we'll get you a drink and I'll tell you about it.
Please
So
do.
speaking of that, what can I get you?
Oh, let's see. Right now, I suppose let's do with a glass of wine.
Alright.
You're not. No, you're meant to say that with a bit of grace. It's not about what you want, Bjorn. It's what the customer wants.
Zord has one of those Cheshire cat grins.
It's also got just, I just imagine Bjorn also pours the wine incorrectly. Like he's just pour it in. It's not like holding the glass gently to the side, so it just pours easily and it just does glop, glop, glop,
I
glop.
knew you should have fucking trained them. Guys, can you put thumbs on Coggle again?
There you go, a glass of wine.
Give a wee tap to Felton just to give introductions. Don't think we swapped names.
I think you did introduce again, but he would reintroduce himself. Felton, I just helped Zord out with a couple of things.
Hey, you're one of his lads.
Oh yeah, I sometimes help with the parades, any other small bits.
You lucky enough to be on the animal boat or one of the others?
Oh no. I usually stay on the flagship with Zord, and then I go out whenever need be. I more do whatever is laying about.
Aye, fair enough.
And actually, give me an insight.
Low rolls today.
You notice when Lou came over, he kind of did a little bit of a side look over at Lou, and then kind of looked back again, like something's bothering him, and then he just kind of looks away like he didn't see anything.
I see nothing suspicious about that because other people have done that with Lou. We have done that with Lou. And then...
Yeah, at this point, he's probably just, why isn't this drow in disguise? Why is it just out in the open like this?
And then, to distract him from how badly the wine is poured, Harton goes into the story of chasing down a serial killer.
Oh, all right. So you go into that story.
Eh?
Do you want to do an insight
Sure.
while they're doing that to see what you're thinking?
I think I've got a fair feel of a room.
Yeah, you do. Hold on one second.
The drow pulls out his gun and takes Gadix as hostage.
You'll have to try better than that. He's only my third friend.
So,
Oh, wait, shit, he'll break Coggle. Alright, never mind.
Zord looks very interested in this whole development. And he's giving you kind of nods, following along. You can tell he's clearly worried about the scenario. You notice that Felton is looking a little green.
I know, it's fucking dreadful shit. Especially to be happening around us not there nightly so as well. Oh, it's nasty. Almost got him too. So close.
Zord pops in and just, so it's been nightly. Whereabouts?
Yeah, like all around the district, but near enough here. That's the worrying part too.
I had heard about some of this, but last I'd heard it was interspersed all over the city. It was entirely possible that it wasn't even connected, so now it's all over here, though.
Aye, now it's becoming very regular. From what we've heard anyway from the gossips.
Any changes? Anything new in the area? Besides Skewball, anyways.
Aye, potentially.
Oh?
Well, I'm guessing really. I mean, whenever we arrived and all, there was the issue with Vizana for a bunch. And then they had their ruck with, was it the Zents in the warehouse? So, and then we had the troll thing recently, so I'm guessing there's just a bit of a riling up to go.
But no general idea who did it, right?
I've got a vague wee idea. Nothing I could substantiate, though, is the issue. Almost got a right bollocking from the guard.
Well, let me guess. They were mad that you caused a ruckus in their fair city.
Well, I've got a propensity for a few certain spells, and thought I'd nearly got him. He cast darkness on me. I was blinded for a moment, so I tore through, and then kind of blew up an alley.
Was that the earth-shattering kaboom?
That's one of my nicknames, eh?
That makes a lot of sense now.
You heard that down in the fucking harbor? Or is this
No,
just
I was
people
actually
talking
in
about
the city.
All
No,
right.
I was in the city. No wonder you got a bit of a bollocksing from the guards.
Well, luckily they realised it was all in a good cause, and we were so fucking close. I feel real bad about that lad we couldn't save.
Fortunately, things do happen. You can't necessarily save everyone.
Yeah, but there's no reason not to try.
Well, no one said you were wrong for trying. Just don't beat yourself up for not succeeding.
Oh, I can beat myself up all I like. I can take it. Tell you one thing, though. After get all those hits and scrapes and all that there, did not compare to what my feet felt like the moment the adrenaline passed. And then just more of the details of the path he took and the fact it was just one continuous run.
Zord certainly looks amused at the whole story, and he's sipping his wine,
I've got to
thinking over the situation.
I've got to tell you, I would have appreciated an axe beak at that moment. Or a horse, or a donkey, or even a very large badger.
I don't think a very large badger would be able to carry you, friend.
It would have at least taken a few feet off that there. I could take it down one street, and that's one less I'd have to run.
Oh dear. Well, at least we can put all that aside for tonight, at least, and hopefully it'll have a wonderful grand opening. I do know at least some of my folks will be stopping by.
That's
Should
well
keep
nice
the
of you.
atmosphere light.
I want to keep this a nice wee friendly place. But it's important to have a wee tour of you too. Could have hung up the hood. But another night.
If it was another person, I don't think people would entirely enjoy that around here. Waterdeep at least likes to pretend to be civilized.
Well, like I'm saying, we wouldn't hang up anything of him, just in effect, the hood. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure,
I
that's been
suppose that
dealt
makes
with.
sense.
That's a bit more civilized.
True. And did you mention the individual being elvish or drow, or did you just, hand wave that like you did with the guard?
Did he actually mention that it was an elf or drow before?
I did mention that sort of thing. They were short, they were very agile at magic casting, probably a point a year.
Oh.
It's just that to the guard it wasn't mentioned that it was a drow.
Aye.
Yeah.
And was Zord... No, because he's telling it sort of anecdotal-wise, so he's not getting into the deep details. But he does remark, it's amazing the way they move, and then just the spells he flung out, absolutely silent on his feet, too. Because Nadrax hit threw him a whopper off a roof.
I wonder if he had any magical effects then. After all, if it's silent steps, things like that, there are boots for that.
Could have cast a wee spell on himself or something, I'm not really sure. All I know is he was able to put me in pitch blackness for a bit.
Oh, that'd be a darkness spell.
Aye. Well, a few people can run around with that, even Lou's got that.
I can do it right now.
Well, of
Oh,
course.
actually, no.
You notice Felton looks at you funny.
Well, he's a bard.
He's,
He's magically inclined.
And Zord just kind of pipes up, well, isn't he also a drow? I thought they do that.
Duva?
I forgot that I'm incapable of doing that, actually.
Trying to remember, did any of the drow do that when in the previous bit of Eight and Pale?
No.
Yeah, so we wouldn't know.
Did
Well,
one?
it's also more that we would probably not associate that it's a drow thing
I think
inherently.
one might have, but that was it. Like, it's a case of
Yeah, the
we
thing
don't
was
really
just
have
fun.
that much working knowledge of them. Oh, Diva.
Well, usually. Oh, Lou, you can't do that?
I can do something even cooler.
Hang on. Right, enough of that, lad. Enough of that.
Yeah, we don't want people to start thinking that it's burning down on this opening night.
Zord gives a very polite clap to both of you.
Yeah, we got our wee tricks.
One or two. Also, I have a great set list planned for the night.
So,
Oh, do you? You immediately have Zord's attention, Lou.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna play my classics that aren't mine. I stole them, but I'm good at them.
Well, that is how bards do things. You hear things from others and then you repeat them back, but better.
I just feel the need to make sure everybody knows that. Yeah. Maybe I'll write something one day.
You notice that he reaches a hand into his jacket pocket and he hands him over something.
The bad equivalent of adding the comment at the end of a YouTube video saying, "I do not own the rights."
he hands you his spare room key.
No, it is a piece of parchment that's been folded. Here's something that you can add to your set.
Okay, I'll take a look.
And then, let me reveal that.
Hypnotic flash, you're stunned.
You have the harmonica tabs for a song.
Fuck's sake.
And down at the bottom is a note. In Draconic, which you can read.
Aha.
It reads, here is something I hope you can enjoy and have added to your collection. That's it.
Lil start just like reading it and just start going over, kind of humming it. And thank you, Zord. I'll look at this for a minute.
Of course. It's one of our old favorites.
Oh, and hope you guys can all enjoy.
So where are you going away to study, or?
I'm just gonna sit at the bar for a little while, just kind of nodding along. But I guess I can go down to the basement.
I mean, if you want, you can. Or are you going down to the basement?
Back in your
Yes,
hole.
there's good harmonics. There's good harmonics down here.
God, deafen yourself by the acoustics.
Interrupted every 2 minutes by Bjorn grabbing another keg and bottle.
Zord kind of leans over.
Saying we've got no customers yet.
It's not surprising
Zord
at
leans
all.
over, oh, there we go.
Sorry. Yeah.
But Zord leans over, pats Felton on the shoulder. Oh, considering he only has the tabs, you might want to go give him the cadence. Felton, go on down and help him, would you? And he just kind of nods and goes to shuffle off down after him.
There'll be a tea waiting for it if you want. He looks a little bit ill around the cheeks.
Well, it's just one of those things. Maybe he hasn't got his land legs back. He's been on the ship for a while lately.
Well.
I know about that thing.
He never developed sea legs, more like stumps.
Lou, you have Felric down there. And just says, why do you think it's Saloon?
Well, no, I just think, well, it could. I mean, the only thing he's ever taught me is how to insult myself, so that was kind of my point.
Oh, okay, so the chase through the streets and Saloon being an idiot are two mutually exclusive things.
Oh, Saloon being an idiot is exclusive to anything.
Okay. That's what I just wanted to verify. I was madly concerned about that.
Oh, it could be him, though. I mean, he might be able to, relieving stress. Have you heard about what he's been happening to him?
Give me an insight. You can tell he looks really fucking uncomfortable, and he is shifting from side to side, and then, well, I know he had a busy night last night.
Yeah. He's gonna kill me. I just I call it. He's going to kill me. Anyway, I'm gonna learn
Why
this.
is he going? Why is he going to kill you?
Kiss on me.
Um,
The lessons have not been going well.
I figured that he's been getting more and more frustrated with you. I was a little mildly concerned when he came back because I thought you two had got into an argument or maybe a fight, but apparently that's not what happened there, right? All right.
Wow. He was like bruised up. What?
Apparently he went traipsing through cow manure at some point.
Yeah.
He'd been stabbed a couple times,
Yeah, good one.
and he had a bruise. He had a bruise up on his cheek. So you didn't do any. That was not related to your traps.
Personally, I told him I was gonna have no part in that anymore. So you want to talk to the other guys?
Okay. Right. Okay. Everything's fine. It's all fine. All right. Oh, I have to.
Just Harton
I
or
have to-
Nadrax is your man.
Well, let's try to keep this under wraps until we can discuss it with the boss.
Oh no, I just realized one of it, in fact, was that he was also trying to track down the killer.
Considering you said I don't give a shit about any surface elves, I'm not sure if that's the case. Saloon is a bit of an asshole.
And he
So-
had his match.
Yeah, let's just try to. Let's make sure that we keep it under wraps. I'm going to talk to Droaxel.
Okay, I'm going
And-
to as well. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be talking to him later. I'll be talking to him before you do.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I do have to teach you the melody for that, considering it's the tabs. And he does get to work, kind of showing you what to do for it.
Yay.
Meanwhile, up top, guys, it is officially opening time.
Indeed. We wait. We watch.
Zord eventually takes his bottle and says, a couple of my associates should be coming in. I think they'll be taking the table over here. And he goes up into the back corner.
All right, let's
It is
test it out then, Garrix. All right, Cogor, bring this flask to table number 7.
You can tell it's number 7 because it's between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Did
It's
Brady
in
hear
alphabetical
that?
order.
All right, so I assume does Kago do what he's instructed? You're not coming through.
Oh, I heard a scratch.
That was a funny
Yeah.
sound.
That was a
Yeah, just static from him. Double check if it's picking up the right mic.
Well, this is on his phone, so I mean there is no mic.
Yeah, it was working before.
You're
Oh
not
yeah,
on push.
honey, it's not going to be able to read the microphone outside. Oh, I have a fucking idea. I'm dumb as shit. Hold on.
Yeah, just use your phone.
I had some really good barbecue today.
Good. I had some disappointing pork chops.
Oh, it's a shame. Pork chops are when they're bad, they're tough.
Yeah, it's a case of these ones just had too much of the ligament and the bone around them.
So, yeah, yep. Kago does go and deliver the drink. You find Zord finds this quite amusing. He thinks this is a good angle.
What do you think
And
of the troll's
first
hat?
one's-
Oh, wait, I'm not here.
Yeah, you're down below. What does the hat look like? And also, you're not going to be able to maintain concentration while you're down there.
That's why
But
there's
it's
the
still,
That's why there's the carved helmet. It would look more convincing if it was painted, but you know, time constraints.
you got time.
And now that it's officially open, as Zord promised, the first batch to come through is actually a bunch of his carnies, and these two here, you actually recognize. No, that's Nat. I don't need to pick up Nat. Holy fuck. Come on, game. Thank you. Hello. So these two here, you actually recognize one of them. They seem to be like they are the captains.
Mm-hmm.
One of them you actually happen to have met. That was Fergus Crabwater.
All right.
Has shown up with another one. And they give you all a cheery little wave.
All right. Go with a big friendly handshake, grip of the arm. How's you doing? It's great of you to show up. Going up to the bar, really take your orders. If you have a seat, I'll get whatever you need. Welcome to Troll Skull Manor.
Alright, 1 second. I just realized because all of these numbers are draggable.
Yep.
And that's causing a problem because I'm dragging them around. So let me get them on the...
You could drag over from and right click them to put them on map.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just putting them on the map really quick. Otherwise, I'm going to keep doing that, and that's going to be a problem. No, Zord is not going on the map level.
We'll trap him
Well, I
here and
don't
keep
know.
him on display.
He is now a fixed aperture of the room.
He's that much
Yep,
of a
yeah,
regular.
nothing. Yep, you notice that the two captains do come take a seat at the bar. And
Alright,
actually, this one carny down here, you recognize him. He's the whip thrower.
He's
So-
what?
He's the whip
The,
man.
the whip
Ah,
the whip man.
Still riding high on your success, lad?
Oh, certainly. Thank you very much. It was great help.
Ah, it was no bother. We only gave a wee bit of attenuation. Mind you,
I'll say,
Bjorn went
Raider-
above and beyond, I think.
Raider, can you move down your mic sensitivity because it's picking me up?
Is it because we can't even hear him?
Well, I was hearing myself. He wasn't talking.
And now it's
Oh, we got some words from him. There we go. Raider, speak, man.
Well, it came out of his ears, so.
Scramble at least.
Looks like it's in the wrong position.
I'll be right back.
right.
So a quandary is, what's Susanna up to? She taking part in the staff or sitting above with her books?
Peter, you there?
But they'll promise it wasn't coming through his headphones. It's coming through the other thing. Because if they come out frequently, Discord's like, oh, you logged off, so
Yeah.
it doesn't automatically go in on mobile unless you log out and then log back in. It's dumb. But right, yep. So now you've got a whole bunch of carnies coming up. They are placing their orders for ale. When they find out that you happen to actually have the one-eyed jacks, they seem to be quite pleased with that. You notice that 4 of them decide to put in an order for a bottle to split with each other.
Alright,
And-
hang on. I got 2 hands.
You've got Gax beside you and Kogo. You've got many legs and only 2 extra hands. You live
And
there,
yep, you-
You live there, Pio? Guess not. Right, Rena?
She's orange on Discord, so I think she might be away.
Yeah, she might have conked out. She was very tired.
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe she'll be back. Or she just walked away. But yep. So you've got things started already. You successfully make some orders without anything horrible happening.
Mm-hmm. This will change.
And
You make that sound like an achievement.
I mean, with y'all, you never know. Y'all have been weirder before.
Just wait till we get one problem customer, then all hell will break loose.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's when the Irish music starts kicking in, and you just hear people fighting.
But yeah, as things go through, yeah, eventually your tables start filling in. You get more and more people filtering in. You even get some elves pop in.
So that's
Oh,
not
no.
ruin.
Bjorn, remember service with a fucking smile, not a scorn.
Yeah, any elves Bjorn doesn't kill, the serial killer gets on their way out.
Oh God.
I hope you're all traveling with escort.
And you even get some dwarves.
No preferential treatment.
And yeah, it seems like you're actually filling out the tavern quite well tonight. Apparently, the advertisements actually did something.
Hard and walk in the room when he's not taking orders. Little anecdotes at each table.
Hutton being
You
the
even-
face of Trollskull Manor.
You even have one of your buddies show up. As Renee does walk in and goes on up to the bar, looking around. Oh, you
Oh,
are
hey.
doing quite well, it seems.
It's the lad who
What?
said fucking everything about us to everyone.
I'd heard you were opening up again. Looks to be doing good so far.
Hey, busy crowd tonight.
He spots the troll skull. Oh, was that troll that you went and dealt with?
Well, one of two.
Oh yeah, I'd heard about that. He's putting your name all over the place. I wouldn't be surprised if some people end up showing up here just because of him alone. Well, he's quite grateful to you.
Well, I don't mean, it just happened to be in the right place. All right, Squidly, take this one over to table number 2.
You got it. Da-da-da.
Anyways, I was life treating you.
Oh, very good, very good. Could be much worse, come to think of it. So, quite pleased.
Hey, what can I get you?
Oh well, what do you got for ale?
Oh, well, let's see here. We got Mainstrummers, we have Kelgarners, we have, and just starts listing off different other names.
Rampant cock.
So he does put in an order for himself.
Then I
He's
forget to
looking
ask the
around.
important question: how's Floon?
Well, Flume's actually doing fairly good. He's not as active going out lately. I mean, obviously, that whole incident put a dampener on things.
He'll get over it. Just needs a wee bit of time to himself.
Also, since it's been a little while, Felric would have gone back and joined Zord. Lou, are you out trying to perform?
All right, I'll hype myself up first. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Remember, if you fuck up, Squidly will be deeply disillusioned.
I can only fuck up so bad. Thank God.
Right.
Give me a performance.
Oh, I'm gonna go the whole thing for this opening. I'm putting spells in it. I'm gonna put lights and stuff everywhere. I can't put fog cloud anymore, but that's probably for the best.
Yeah, so people can actually fucking see.
Yeah. Let's go. Luckily, I can't roll below a 10.
Yep. So he has an 11.
I know, but the fact you rolled that is just fucking perfect.
As soon as you strum your, so it's just put that on, just boom.
No, I have to reset the whole show.
A fucking string snaps.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's the harmonica, right, Lou?
Yeah, for this one.
Yeah, string still
Yeah.
snaps. That's how bad that was.
Yeah, if I was playing the lute, I actually would have had a 5 there.
That's
Yep.
perfect.
Because the harmonica is what gives them the 10. Well, actually, you get the 10 even if you have the harmonica. You don't have to be played as long as you have it in
Okay.
your tune. But yeah, so you get some very polite claps.
It's good
Mostly,
enough.
mostly it's just people talking. It hasn't ruined the mood.
It was basically, I mean, I kind of feel like he wasn't hitting the notes, but you can't fault the energy he was putting into it.
That guy could be really good one day.
I mean, I've heard better. I've heard worse too. Not a lot, but I've heard better. Just
Yep.
perfect. All the hype, all the build, fucking one.
So I need Squidly's help. He'll actually carry the show.
Yeah.
What do you need?
I need your fucking help, kid. I'm bombing here.
Well, you seem like you did okay.
You're
What's
doing
wrong?
Okay.
Lou, don't panic. You're doing fine. Just keep at it. Squidly, he needs a few more lessons because he's got to build up his own confidence. Come on, don't rush the lad.
I should level this place. I own it.
I own it.
I need to
Two.
hide the tracks.
Lou, shut the fuck up. Play your harmonica. There's a good lad.
All right, here's the going in the kitchen. We're running low on onion rings.
More onion rings. I bring out more.
All right. There are a few too many knives in there.
I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any burns on your fingers. You're not working hard enough. Get to it.
Oh
No, it means I'm doing it right.
I need that soup. Why is it flat? Get in a tar.
What soup? We didn't have soup on the menu.
Well, then whatever this is melted.
That might have been the curry.
Oh,
and
God.
you notice that by now it's been maybe an hour or so since y'all have opened. Things are going smoothly. Up in the corner, you can tell that the one captain that you hadn't met before, briefly, you heard the other captain call him Tarwin, has gone over to the other table, and it seems him and the 3 other carnies and then one other patron have joined in a dice game, doing some light gambling.
All right,
And
I'll step on over to this. Hello there, lads.
hello.
I've got a wee bit of warning to you. We're only recently open, so we haven't actually got approval for games of high chance or that sort of thing. So if you're going to do it, keep it to the silvers or the coppers if you can, right?
Well, not to worry. This is all just between us. I mean, it's a friendly little game. It's nothing official.
But you never know who's off duty from the guard.
Actually, as far as you know, Harton, you don't actually need something for this.
Oh.
There's no
Never mind then.
gambling guild.
No. It's included in your traditional tavern, all your licenses.
Alright.
You're covered.
I mean, I'll just specify. Just try to keep the stakes low so no one goes home too hurt, eh?
Oh, certainly, sir. It's just for fun and games.
Aye. You'll be needing a refill on that, would you?
Oh, please. For the whole table.
Aye, of course.
So, is anybody going to do a little snooping to see what everybody's talking about now?
I mean,
Yeah, if Nadrex is not actually currently needed, he'll disguise as just some regular human and walk about a bit, drink at the bar, listen in.
Oh, wonderful seat for you to pick. Anybody who's trying to scout out some things, roll me a perception.
I imagine Bjorn is way too occupied just following the orders.
I mean, Harton is just generally an attentive person anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go for it, even though he's busy with this. Like, he's still trying, because he's got to be able to jump into a conversation if it's going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, not to mention, you also even with Bjorn, don't get me wrong, things are moving, but it's not like things are moving at such a pace where they're coming in waves. So you're having plenty of times where things are able to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
And Lou, in between your sets, you notice that Felric seems to be calling you over, and Zord seems to be interested in having some wonderful conversations.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of where in the room I'd be listening in, really.
I got primo space right over here.
Mhm.
Take a break from failing at life.
You did good. You did good.
Right, that's one Is here a hearth or something?
Yeah.
I forgot.
You did fine due to magical intervention. Without that, you would have
Now-
stunk.
For our perception crew,
The thing
and
is-
Bjorn did.
The thing is also there's not a lot of space where on the bar I could sit, or is that actually more than it looks like?
Yeah, it's more than it looks like.
It's all
just
around.
it's just a rough estimate.
All right.
So, and Bjorn, since you and Gaddix, both of you are at the table, so actually I'll roll Gaddix's for him. Otherwise, we're gonna. Yeah, no. But you're also sitting at the bar. It's not like it's consistent.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not coming through, honey.
Mm.
But I'll roll that. So, yep, Bjorn and Gaddix will both, I assume, at least be listening in because you're not going to be ignoring things. I assume,
Oh no,
right?
no, but
Yeah.
I mean you can still roll.
Yeah. So, Gaddix is listening to things.
Yeah, if I'm just pouring drinks, I could probably hear people sitting at the bar. It's a
Oh.
little I can listen in.
Yeah, as you were
Finally
saying.
hearing something.
So yeah, Harton, while you're flitting around the room, you're hearing general conversation. You are definitely hearing about how apparently some individuals went chasing a serial killer through the streets and blew up half a fucking street.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. It were all like it was partly his fault, by which I mean the killer running.
Partly?
For the most part, you see, he threw up a darkness spell and I was chasing through. I tried to just put him down nice and quick. Straight up just blurts,
You?
yes, 'twas I.
The elven table just seems very, very pleased. Just, well, thank you. So you're trying to deal with that whole incident?
Aye, of course, it's a fucking horrible bit of business, and he just goes into the full tale of it.
Lift
Yep.
up the shirt that just show the bullet wound.
Now,
Pulls
for
off
all
his
of you
trousers
that
to
are-
show you everyone.
Oh god, that was the one that puts you to the
God.
ground, the one shot in the ass.
Got me right in the leg, he did.
Yeah, Renair does go off to, have a chat with some other people at a table. He's kind of trying to mingle around and get acquainted, meet some people. He eventually ends up over at the gambling table. They're all having a good time over there as far as you can tell. You can definitely tell that Tarwind up there is the driving force for this.
Mhm.
He is enjoying himself most greatly. But for all of you over at the bar, as people flit in and out of the bar area, you do notice that Fergus over there, who you've all already met, is drinking a bit more than you would imagine. And he's getting a wee bit tipsy.
You're doing all right there, mates. You're pounding those down quite rapidly.
Oh, I can drink way more than this. Nah, I'm good.
Oh, I mean, I'm
I'm
not
feeling quite
complaining.
good.
I am not complaining about the business. I'm just saying you should also try to taste it.
Oh, I am. It's quite lovely stuff. Reminds me back home. That's what we got back home. We have also got
really?
plenty on the ship. Did Sword give it to you? Because this is the stuff we've got on the ship.
I believe that's where we got some of it from.
Oh, makes about sense. Missing Luskin already, and I never thought I would say that. I hate the place.
As an aside, of the 3 people there, only one has actually met him, and he's in disguise. Bjorn was shit-faced, and Gaddix didn't care. He wasn't there.
Oh yeah, come to think of it, yeah, Bjorn hasn't. Yeah, Bjorn was shit-faced, so he doesn't know this bloke.
Nadric was
Yeah.
mostly supervising him, so he didn't walk into the fucking harbor.
But yeah. Is anybody gonna? He's quite clear that he's a little bit more friendly than you would imagine. He's striking up a conversation with anybody. Is anybody going to try to specifically have a conversation with him and see if he knows anything interesting?
Well, what's brought you in such a good mood?
Oh, just it's nice to be out. I mean, Zord said we should all show up, so we did. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, old Klar didn't want to show up, but that's because he's like fucking boring. Too busy playing with the spider. He's not a very interesting sword. I mean,
I'm
at least
sorry.
Tarwind over there knows to have some fun. He'll roll some dice, play a game of cards. No, this is what I like. I like having a drink, having a nice chat. And give me a persuasion.
Oh boy. I have -1.
I'll see you back to
Yeah.
life, Pio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So, all right, you don't get really much. You're just having a general chat. Yeah, he's not really doing much other than just being very, very happy. Yeah, all you really got is he's from Luskin, or correction, they sailed out of Luskin. They're here he's talking about the work, and then he does eventually mention the parades and stuff. That's about all you're getting. He's just very, very happy right now.
Well, it's
So for
kind of
everybody,
yeah. It's just funny. It's funny that you mentioned being in the Luskin and all. Well, Harriet the best part of it, we just was reminded with the bottles we got here of our own trip to Luskin one time.
oh, you've been up to Luskin?
Hey, it was hard finding a place. Finding a decent bar that would allow us to come in, but the one that has a pretty decent stock.
Oh yeah, it'd be the one-eyed Jacks.
Hey.
Nobody else will take you. It's pretty much the only place that anybody out of the city can go. I mean, there are one or two others, but that's a good way to get your throat slit in bed.
Well, I guess it's lucky that we took the one-eyed Jackman.
Oh yeah. Almost any decent sort will send you on over there. It's a good place. Run under ship Perth. We run under ship Perth too. You know about the ships, right?
Oh,
Give me a history.
Oh God.
Let's see what you remember and how drunk you were in the one-eyed Jacks. You were fucking sauced. You spent half your time in the Jacks sauced.
So what you're saying is I did what I was supposed to do with the Jack.
Yep. You have a feeling whoever one-eyed Jacks is, you probably gave him a lot of fucking coin.
Yeah.
It was probably a very good venture for him.
Yeah, I probably founded the restoration of a lot of these bedrooms.
Bjorn, we're in the middle of we're just on the outskirts of Luskin. We've got no fucking job, and I've got about 2 coin to rub together and 1 stale loaf of bread. This is your fucking fault.
It's okay, I got us another job. We're going to be wine tasters.
Oh, for fuck's... Here, chew this then. We need to pad ourselves out. Let's move. How the fuck did you score that one? And so the montage.
Yeah.
But yeah, your drunken friend just hi captains. We have 5 ships run by the captains, and they're the ones that make Luskin move.
Oh. Oh, big
Ship. Yeah,
Five
ship
ships.
Kurth is the biggest one. And people. And ships, they have a whole fleet. Technically, we're part of ship Kurth, so we're 3 ships of his ships. Yeah.
Well, sounds like someone else has a very enterprising business.
Yeah. It's Beniago Kurth. Yes. That's High Captain Beniago Kurth. He looks young, but he's not so young. Apparently, he's got a little elvish in him.
Ah, cheaters.
He Real nice, but nice man. He knows business. Yeah. Nice man. He sent us here, and you can see he's kind of nodding off a little bit.
Alright. Alright, mate, like, it's nice and all with your business, but this isn't an inn, unfortunately, so...
It's can I
can
have
give you
a
something-
water?
Hey, let's get you something to wake up a bit.
Thank you. Then I can go back to drinking after a water.
Bjorn must love this customer.
You have to alternate the water and then the drink, and then the
Hey,
water.
no,
and the
wait,
drink.
hang on, I think we got something better than water, so you walk over and just open up the spout on the Corco. This is wake you right up. Here we go, piping hot coffee.
This'll do the spot. I like you already. You're a
Yeah,
dwarf,
but-
but I like you.
I think you pulled me it.
I am close to calling you fucking what, mate?
Oh, but look at all the gold he's gonna pay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only reason why he's not being pulled on the other side of the counter right now for that comment.
Phrasing definitely there. You're suggesting it
Lou.
worked really well.
Lou, in your corner, y'all are currently
Oh,
having
he would definitely be receiving a pounding.
Oh dear. And Lou, you notice as they're wandering around, patrons are mingling around, and one of the patrons walks by, and you just see eventually like Felton kind of leans over, looks over a little bit, and you just see Zord lean over and nudge him. Oi, stop ogling the patrons. And Felton turns beet fucking red. And it was a pretty decent looking bloke walked by right about that time. Any comments? Anything?
Yeah, they're not paying to get looked at by this guy.
You see Felton just kind of shakes his head to just shut up. And he
just
starts
use-
trying to sip his drink.
I use thaumaturgy to point out, don't you slut shame.
Felton pauses,
No, of
pretends
course he
nothing happens.
doesn't.
Good. Otherwise, he would definitely be like, "Oh fucking god, I'm out of here."
Yeah, just pointing right at him. Don't you shame him for being lustful.
I
Get the
do
whole
work
fire
here.
and brimstone rhetoric going.
Although you do notice, yeah, Felton starts sipping his drink, and then Zord just goes up. Or is anybody else here more your type? You prefer elves? And he about spits his drink out.
I think elves are pretty cool, personally.
And Felton just kind of does a little coughing hack. Yes, they are quite. Yeah, sure. We'll go with
Got it.
that.
You got these funny little ears.
As you're saying, as somebody with funny ears, and Felton just looks at you and just kind of like face palms. Well, at the same time, bright red fucking cheeks. He's about ready to fucking die and crawl under the table. Zord just looks like the Cheshire Cat. You're starting to think this is his default state, where he's just grinning ear to ear.
Yeah, Lou's trying to keep it, trying to play the straight man, but he's
Is
grinning.
he? Really?
Wait.
I don't want to hear another fucking word. And Zord just kind of looks around. There are a couple options in here. You can tell he's clearly looking at a kind of doing a mental note on a couple of the women wandering around, and maybe
Wait. You're not a family man.
Obviously the one right for Felton.
me. Who is the one right for Felton?
Obviously he needs someone stout and sturdy,
Oh God.
with a low center of gravity. Not that low, though.
It's like me, a family man? Sir, I've got 2 women back on the ship. And currently they're probably occupied with each other, so obviously I need to find some entertainment of my own out here.
Luskin's a hell of a place.
I don't
no,
think
he
that's
didn't He didn't meet these two in Luskin. They've just joined on.
Hmm.
They're from elsewhere.
It's just like, isn't it the attitude of the captains? Or is it just him?
Some of the captains are more stationary, some aren't. It depends. And he's not a high captain anyway, so. Luskin's like anywhere else where you find some people who are just whatever.
Yep.
Zord clearly is not a fan of monogamy. And he just kind of looks at, Lou, what do you think about that one over there? And he's kind of, you see gesturing over here, he's gesturing to the lady over there.
I think there are moral implications if I comment about my paying customers like that.
What if they don't know?
I'm so glad he sat in the HR meeting. It paid off.
So
What,
now I'm
are you saying you're batting for the other team?
saying what?
Because I mean, you know, there are plenty of decent options around here. Although I suppose Felton. Oh dear, no, Felton. Felton would probably be more.
I mean, Lou is a bard.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Given he
What?
plays both teams.
There's no teams.
Hang on,
Everybody's in the same team.
here's an important question during this phase. What is Nadrax's disguise?
Yeah.
Or
A
Nadrax?
human, but his size. So, yeah.
All muscular, or is he tall and like?
Inhumanly.
Is he more lithe?
He looks an awful
Lithe
lot
or burly?
not like Carton.
Ah, okay. So Felton is not interested.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Ah,
The
he's
one
into
guy
twinks.
we're setting him up with.
Oh no, you can tell Felton is more into the more lithe elf build.
Yeah, Felton's not ready to come down to the woods today.
Yeah, so any input in that conversation, Lou? And Harton, are you hearing any of this?
I probably am, but I'm also ingratiate myself with the Elven Tale. But, you know, I'll come along, sit down too.
So are you two just planning on coming to our inn and ogling our customers and taking them home? Like, is that a thing you're going to be doing?
I mean, take a look at Zord there, or Captain Zord. I think that's a yes. That's probably what he's done in most of the bars.
That would be correct. Nothing wrong with that.
I did a wee bit of myself in the old days.
And if everybody walks away happy, no harm, no foul.
Hmm.
Unless, of course, there's the husband back home.
It's got the risk of branching out a wee bit. There was this lad, he was... I won't get into that there, but I'm just lucky his legs were shorter than mine.
Luckily, I'm a chaste young man.
By choice?
Yeah,
I mean, I gotta move, man.
Yeah, Felton just kind of looks over. Why?
Maybe I was being sarcastic.
To be fair, as a drow, he probably has an instinctual fear of women.
Well, I mean, which one, Lou or
Lou?
Or yeah, there we go.
Hasn't even seen a drow woman in his life, but already afraid of them.
Everyone knows about the drow women.
Yeah, you notice Felton looks over. Why?
How would the dating scene for a drow, the only drow in the city, be?
You'd be a hot novelty until you opened your mouth.
Yeah.
You'd be dark and mysterious, and then they'd keep watching you and realize, oh, he's a goof.
I have an inkling it probably would be a bunch of one-night stands. People looking at you for the novelty, mostly.
That's probably for the best for Lou. I mean, he's become committed to 7 different organizations in the past week, so I don't know if he would have been there.
That's at the behest of your sugar daddy, though. That wasn't your own demands.
Oh, correction. Jarlaxle only asked him for the last one.
But
the other ones he did.
But I believe he wants as many as he can.
Yes, that is accurate, yes.
It might... With Lou, though, he was raised with halfling value, so it might be a case of, like, he's not ready to jump into a relationship unless he feels it's a long-term, big family commitment sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a
And I'll
woman that I'm
cook.
going to own a kitchen with.
No,
It's also, can she also cook?
Mhm, mhm. And
I'm looking,
this is what this is what leads into. He's into to Goliath specifically.
and I'm looking at your hips, lady, and I don't see someone who's standing in front of a kitchen all day.
Do you actually specify that at the table that interested in
Yes.
Goliaths?
Yes.
Give me an
Lou-
insight.
I can see your point there.
You notice that both Zord looks at you, gives you a funny look, like, "What the hell are you smoking?" He's not going to shame you on it, but he's not quite like, "What?"
Oh, no. You never tried Zord?
No, I can't say I have.
Oh, it was about like
Meanwhile,
a...
Lou, you notice that Felton just kind of looks a little disappointed.
Me and Bjorn, we were up in up by the Dales and all past the world spine and all that there. And we met this tribe. We learned goat ball. And the women that were taking part, like, it was a vigorous sport. Full power. You've got to stay in your stones, catch the ball, jump around while they're trying to push you off and shove each other. It's amazing physical. We've tried some wee versions up at Red Shell now and again. A lighter one so the kids don't hurt themselves. But the women there, like, they are just pure-hearted, competitive types. Strong, ambitious, all fair play. Wonderful manners for some of them we've met. I can see your point there, Lou. There's definitely a lot of potential there. And just
Also,
being with a woman with
short
that much
throw me.
strength and presence.
Yeah, they can throw me literally across the room.
Hey, you don't want that, though. What you want is a good embrace, though. A good comforting.
Ah, you gotta throw me into one. Throws me into the other one.
Hey, well, that's a bit far.
Zord just kind of gives a little shrug and just kind of goes, I prefer somebody at least in my rough height and weight class.
Oh, well, I can do this.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Bjorn, he hit it off with one of them real well. It's the thing with Daughter of Stone and a Son of Steel, you know?
Depends a bit.
You'd have to ask him for any of the details, but he seemed to be getting on well with the lass. And I mean, like, as I'm saying, I can see the benefits, but never try it there, because there's always a wee woman or two, but then I found Uzi. That were amazing.
Zord kind of gives a shrug. I don't see myself settling down. Maybe at all. Who knows? Maybe when I get much older.
That's fine enough. I didn't really see it myself. I knew I sort of was. I was never much of a, Playboy type. Well, it's just seeing her like that there, and it's just the way her eyes lit up whenever there's a topic she just had to know something about. Wee mannerisms of her. The fact she's normally very stoic, right? But you can crack that there. You can get the emotion to show in her, and it is just the greatest reward. It was amazing. So
We'll
Felton, who you been eyeing up? Because I've seen your eye roving.
He again turns bright red.
I'm happy to ingratiate you among them if you fancy.
No, I'm quite all right. No, I'm
Do you want a wee tip? I'll give you the simplest bit of advice. If you want to say hello to someone, you say hello. Can I get you a drink? That'll do it.
I'm good. Thank you.
They're gonna give you a discount.
I'm good.
I'm not gonna give Zord a discount, but you can have one.
Zord looks greatly amused. I'll make a note of that.
We're not gonna give you a discount on the booze you gave us, of course.
Well, technically, I haven't given you any yet. Your mysterious benefactor.
Aye, came from a different source. Not that mysterious, mind.
Oh, where did it come from?
It was I'm trying to remember now. I forget the name. He was a hat salesman, I think.
Oh, like this hat that I have here?
Oh no, I can't remember where he got that. But the name does slip my mind for some fucking reason.
Yeah. Well, it's such a shame. I mean, it is a nice hat, though.
That was a nice crate of booze too.
Why did that salesman give you booze? Where did he get it?
Bit of business. Well, I don't know about that. I didn't ask questions on that. But it was a wee bit of it was old stock he was trying to shift or something. You were like payment option for a custom order sort of thing.
Right.
I don't know. He was,
Still,
he was a very
like,
weird sort anyway. Lou spent most of his time talking to him, but he was just sort of definitely an eccentric. You know, the moment he came in, you just think that's a man to his own beat.
Sticky fingers. I can't believe I lost those papers.
Shut the fuck up.
Fucking,
There's
we have them
just a
outside.
table jumping for a moment as a boot hits another leg.
and you just hear Zord, oh, papers? What papers?
My fucking immigration papers.
Give me a fucking persuasion on that.
I wouldn't even give him that.
You know what? Let me fucking roll. I already know he's gonna see right fucking through it. Might
My
help if I hit
visa
the
for
right
when
fucking
I
sheet.
left the Underdark.
Fucking insights.
He has to be okay. I can win with a 17, I think.
He actually looks like he considers it for a second, and then stops, rubs his temples, puts the wine down. Oh, I drunk too much. I did not immediately pick up that as a fib.
Martin's just looking at Lou like, what the fuck are you spouting?
And then Felton just kind of looks over Lou. Lou, that's not a very good lie.
No, I could have been
felt-
from somewhere else, but once.
That was painful. You need.
Well,
Maybe he
Oh.
doesn't think it's a lie.
well, can I ask you a wee favour? Can you get him a drink just to keep him quiet?
Sure, yes. We would like a drink for Lou.
There we go. And you can have a wee chat with him and just lead the conversation for him. Don't let him go off on his own, unsupervised. Fuck's sake, man. Fuck's sake.
I just walked into an open building.
As he gets up and just gives Lou a pat on the shoulder of just why and walks away.
It's too bad I'm so good at lying. If I had good lies, people would believe me.
Yep. So, things do progress through the night. Before sundown, your elven table does take their leave. It's quite clear that they are not interested in becoming a victim of the elven murderer.
Okay.
It helps if I actually let them leave. There we go.
Also, quick question since Pio's about it now. What's Susanna up to? Are you bar staff or among your books and study? She might have conked out again.
Yep.
Oh, well.
All right. Yeah, so the night does continue on. Everything's grand. Things start kind of filtering out. So as far as you can tell, it's actually been a relatively successful night. Lose a couple of the Carnies, specifically 2 of them. You have a feeling that they're going to have a very fun night together.
Made a fortune off this fucker, though.
Oh, yeah. He's still drinking.
Oh god.
He is still drinking, alternating between waters and booze at this stage of the game. The back table is actually still going fairly strong. The people have cycled in and out. But yeah, there's been a lot of money to be had as far as you can tell. Generally, things at the dwarven table had their drinks. They've left at this stage of the game. So it's kind of dwindling down a bit.
Give Squiddly
see-
his mandated break. You can put your feet up for a wee bit, lad.
Thanks. I'm okay right now. I'll just grab a seat at the bar and wait it out a little bit. Yeah, he's not going to sit next to the drunk.
Get
He
yourself a
smells
water.
funny.
Get yourself a glass of water or a cup of tea.
Mr. Bjorn, can I have a tea?
Hey, sure thing, I'll, let me just contact the kitchen for a moment.
Thank you.
We'll do a fruit juice or something afterwards. We forgot to stock that
Hey,
sort of thing.
you two, get up to the counter. You two take a break. Horik, put over a kettle for the kids, will you?
Herbal, Earl Grey. What type?
What's good for the kids?
Herbal, something light. Don't need them buzzing.
Hey,
Okay, I got this. Let's see, lemon, ginger, and green tea. That will work well. Here we go.
These are going
Article
fairly
have
good.
in a spiffy.
I give you a wee bit of a soothe.
Thank you.
You've all done great work tonight, kids. And we've still got a wee bit to go ahead, but, you know, have a wee moment. Rest the feet.
So you notice that one of the gents that Felric had actually been eyeing is currently chatting up a lovely lady at one of the tables. And apparently she doesn't seem to enjoy his advances to the point where she gets up, proceeds to slap the man, and then makes to go leave. Apparently he said something he shouldn't have.
But he doesn't do anything in response?
He looks absolutely, just sits back down, just...
Well, I can't offer you much more of the night, but do you fancy refilling that mug, mate?
Right when you say that, the girl opens the door, steps out, and you hear a shriek before the door shuts, and a loud crack sound.
Oh,
Parton, you recognize that sound. You heard it too many times last night.
Fucking hell, I am off like a
Jesus.
shot.
Now,
Yep.
wait.
Oh.
So anybody who's going to be making a run, and Nadrax, you recognize the sound as well.
Yeah.
And everybody heard that. The bar has gone silent. Anybody who's going to try to run on down, give me an initiative, not for combat, but just to see who's going to get where first.
Oh, not
Okay.
good.
Oh, fucking hell.
But
Yeah.
I do immediately say to the kids, stay there. Keep your heads down behind the bar.
yeah, behind the bar.
Always
Oh,
out the
right.
fucking window.
Yep.
You're not even going to get out the window. Lou, you notice something very interesting, which is namely, both Felrecht and Zord get up. Zord pretty much almost climbs over the frickin' table, and he's out. He's actually the first one that makes through to the door. A lot of y'all are closer. Now, he completely blows you out of the fucking water as he beats it. He gets on out there. Felton's following. Actually, it's Lou. You're hot on Zord's heels along with Boric. So I assume Boric, you're
Hork's
probably
going
jumping
out
over
this
the bar.
window. Hork's going out this window to see
At the
cut
side
off this
door,
way.
yep.
Oh, that's a
Is it-
door, yeah.
Are these windows? I can go out this side too.
No,
No,
these are windows up there.
Are they openable, or I'd have to break them?
Once.
You'd be able to open it.
Okay.
Everything Horik went through is actually a door.
Okay. Then
Yeah,
is
Hork
that a
went
door
through a
there
door.
as well?
Yeah,
Yeah,
back door,
I'm planning.
basically for the kitchen.
The ones up here are windows.
But I
No,
can
it's not
shimmy them
just-
open and jump out.
Felric started after. Oh dear, I didn't mean to grab the freaking table. Here
I'm
we
going
go.
to yell back, Kogo, guard the till.
Felric started to chase Zord, but then he sees you going out the window, so he does follow you. And there we go. So you all join up. The door is open, so everybody come on. Anybody who's going to come on out. As you start out,
Night, you fucker.
you actually do hear she's pointing to the south, and she says, "Drow."
Well, who doesn't
You
turn
can
around?
tell she's been shot. Very funny. She's been shot. It seems like she's been shot in the shoulder. She got knocked clean off her feet, and she's just kind of laying there. But she seems okay.
Is she an elf or a human?
She's a human.
Or-
Now, what I'm going to point out is let me switch on over.
Hmm.
1 second.
It's impressive for a commoner to not
That's a
instantly
bit
die.
different. Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no! See, here's the thing. Let me bring us over to the fucking. Where is Troll Skull Alley? There
Oh,
we
it's
go.
not the serial killer. It's just a pack of killers.
Oh no, not necessarily. So everybody, move your. Oh dear, giant Zord, giant.
So I'd be like
The
here.
battle is in our favor. We have giants.
Right about where Bjorn is the woman. She's pointing down south, to your neighbor's
Ooh.
door, which is wide open.
Oh dear.
I give a quick.
And you notice there is a body there. And rather quickly, the second that she points and says drow, you notice Zord and Felton both have started booking it.
Aye, we're doing the same, but I do give a quick passing cure wounds on the lady.
Yep. It
Hardy,
seems to...
Yeah. I'm just
Sorry,
gonna do a quick question. If can you get yourself inside the tavern?
Yeah. Can you help me up?
Yeah.
She seems more
you go-
startled at the stage than Indy.
Yeah. Go to yourself. I'll be there right in a minute. All right, come on, Les. Come on.
As that's going on, Zord and Felton both make it into the doorway. And Harton, you hear Zord calling for you quite urgently.
Aye.
As you see him kneel on down, and it seems like he's trying to do some medical.
Aye, moving right in the house, fella.
You walk in and you notice, Zord has got his hands all up. It seems like her throat's been slashed.
Yes.
What's she
And
breathing?
she's
She
making-
gasping?
She is definitely gasping and gurgling and making a lot of sounds.
Oh yeah, there we go. Another
And-
cure wounds.
Lou, hold on.
Quick as
If
can.
you get much further, you're gonna notice that Felton or Felrek really leans on out. Hey, Lou, and Jay gestures for you to come over immediately.
Okay, run back. Run back.
So you're gonna give her healing.
Right in the neck, yeah.
You might need a little bit more than that, just because. Yeah, her throat's been slashed open. She's also been ran through with some scimitar.
All right.
There you go. Yep, between all of you, you do manage to calm things down. And they kind of gingerly sit up. The serial killer, he followed me in. He's gone upstairs.
Better be fucking still up there. Here, you run. You get to the bar, all right?
Right, and they start to get up. Zord, meanwhile, taps Felton on the shoulder and says, "You and Lou go up to the top of the." I'm sorry, I can't go right now. Go up to the top of the tavern. You use Lou's superior dark vision. Look to see if anybody's up on the roof. If he's gone up, he has to be going up to the roof. See if you get a vantage point. Go. And he literally just shoves Felton and then starts up the stairs with you, Harton.
Aye, fuck's sake. Don't. You better be up here, you cunt. I am not fucking chasing you a second time.
I assume I could have come along and climbed on the roof once.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You are completely free to do that.
Horik wants to go around and stop him coming out the other side.
Gaddix, what do you want to do?
Lou, how the hell are you healing for so much?
Oh, it was second level.
Yeah, but the 13?
Is that 2d8?
Yeah, it's
That
doing
ain't
2d8 on the base
Yeah.
heal. That's not right.
So it's 3
Yeah.
plus 8. Yeah, there we go.
So it would be just
There we go.
13.
Yeah. 13's still good.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if I must not have dragged and dropped.
Is there any sign of anything coming up the other side back here?
Sorry, I was trying to specify with Gaddix. Yeah. Yeah, so for everybody who's searching, give me a perception. Meanwhile, Lou, you and Felrek are going around the side and going up into the room, I assume.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't immediately come, Felrek would be dragging you along by bodily force.
Yeah, I was zooming.
So Bjorn, I assume you're looking east? Or
Yeah,
west,
just
sorry.
kind of keep. Eastwards.
Just
Westwards.
kind of
Sorry.
scanning the rooftop bits.
Yeah, just kind of keeping an eye out, making sure he isn't climbing through somewhere here. I know Horik is on the other side, keeping an eye.
You don't notice any movement, but you do notice that one of the glass windows of Fala's place is broken.
Is there glass on the outside, or is the glass gone
Outside.
in?
Outside.
The fuckers left the building.
And yep, Harton, you and Zord get up to the top, and it is definitely confirmed. One of the windows on this side.
Fuck's sake. Well, out we go. Also, you recognised that, didn't you?
Wait, what did you say?
You recognised the noise of that, didn't you?
I've heard it before, yes. That would be a pistol.
I heard it a couple of times last night as well, right at me.
That would be specifically from Lantan, if I had to guess. This is not good.
No, it's fucking not, but at least he doesn't have a victim tonight.
True.
Right.
Zord kind of looks over himself, and he's absolutely covered in blood, considering he was kneeling down in the middle of it.
It's alright, I'll vouch for you, and we'll give you a wipe.
Oh no, I wasn't worried about that. This nasty little business here.
It's alright, he just sheds his outfit to be in his Zarzods. I can move better this way. So, do we, like, the window, does it lead out onto a rooftop?
Yep, it leads out onto the neighboring house to
Yep,
over here.
There we go then.
Yep, out they go. Meanwhile, we're gonna pop over to Falrect and Lou. You all are rather quickly going up to your room, Lou, to get out onto the balcony.
Mhm.
And Falrect points out something quite unpleasant, which is the fact that he has one of those pistols on him right now.
Right, yeah. I've seen Saloon carry it too.
Hmm.
That's what he almost killed me with.
Wait, what?
Okay, he didn't actually pull it, but he was really thinking about it.
Oh, okay, good. Don't scare me like that. All right, so I know of exactly two other people who have those weapons on a regular basis. I'm going to go grab Kribig, and I'm going to have a word with Jarlaxle. We'll be coming back relatively shortly. This is not good. This is very, very bad.
Yeah. And if it's not one of your guys, it's making your guys look bad.
Exactly, yes. Let's hope it is that.
It's
Now
not
get up
that.
to your...
How convinced is that sound?
That's exactly as convincing as it sounds. It is
Not
not at
very.
all hard to see that, yeah, Felric clearly has opinions on what has transpired. And it didn't help that he almost already spilled the beans down in the fucking cellar. And he just kind of looks. You feel bad?
Oh, I mean, if it is Saloon, I feel like I pushed him to do that, and then I'm responsible.
That's a good
No,
point.
you
It is
wouldn't
your
be.
fault, Lou.
It
I
wouldn't be
feel
your
like
fault
we
at
as a
all.
group has a bit of a responsibility as well.
It wasn't like the killings happened beforehand, but Lou was already living in the city. Just seeing him, observing him, obviously that's what put Saloon over the edge.
Something about this man. I sense terrible things from
The
him.
killings became more frequent just because he was closer to Lou.
It's not your fault. Look, just try to make sure to keep our name out of it while the city guard comes by, because they will come by. No doubt Jarlaxle and probably Krivik and I will come up very quickly afterwards. We have to discuss how this is going to go moving forward.
It's Saloon MIA.
And no, I know where he's at. He's probably still sleeping off his night. Look, we'll worry about it later. You all get up to your room. He pops open the window. Then he pauses. Is this flower bed trapped?
Everything's trapped. I just go the other way.
Actually, wait, I tell a lie. Actually, I tell a lie. He doesn't actually open the window. The window's already open, Lou.
Ah,
It's occurred to you, it's late at night. You were supposed to have a lesson.
I was slacking off. Oh shit, I was slacking off.
So you've probably had Saloon sitting in your room for the past 3 or 4 hours.
He
was
could have
working.
come down and said something.
He's also a drow and trying to be secretive.
I guess he didn't get the memo or notice that the bar was
So-
working.
So did he actually climb through the window
Yep, he did
And-
climb through the window.
and avoid?
Yes.
the-
Oh,
Too bad.
For once, he's been absolutely wonderful in his roles. This is a new thing, probably because Lou wasn't there.
It's the proximity thing again.
But Felric does open the correction. He goes to the open window and just says, "Lou, is there a trap in this flower bed?"
I don't even remember at this point. I think there's some sneezing powder.
Oh, girls. And
I
yep,
don't
he
think
tries
Matrix
to.
would have told him. So yeah. He
Oh,
wouldn't.
it doesn't matter. Felric is perfectly fine dancing over them. He gets out the window and over the flower beds without even stepping in. And
That's what
he looks
confidence
around.
like.
Yep, he just looks around. Oh, all right. So let me see. And he waits a moment, and then he calls on down loud enough for those of you over in this section. You do hear Felton call out, "I think I see him. He's going off to the west, or correction, going off to the east." And you see that Lou, he gives you a little bit of a wave, and he starts going off the rooftops.
I don't think I can do that.
Towards the east or elsewhere? Or
He's
just
talking
down
about
the street?
this way. And Felton does call back, "Go back on down, help Zord and Harton." Yep.
okay.
I scrutinize that yell.
Down. Okay. Oh. Let me see. Hold on. Harton, you have an inkling that might not be 100% accurate.
Hmm.
Would I have seen anything while I was up there on the roof?
No, you see absolutely nothing to the east.
Oh, I mean anywhere.
Nope. As far as you've seen, you have not seen anything.
I mean,
Oh.
did I see the same thing he saw?
Lou, you saw nothing. You literally saw Felric look over at nothing, call out, and then go that way.
I wonder if he has superior or dark vision.
Give me an insight. Maybe.
I can't rule it out.
Maybe
head
he's
back
just better at
downstairs?
seeing drow.
Now, do I witness anything?
I don't know.
Do I see a sinister silhouette leaping about?
Give me your perception.
I mean, I haven't seen anything from up there.
Nope, not today.
Arton,
Or
the,
could
the
I
only
always
the
have?
only the only sinister shape you see is Felton running. He went west, and now he's going on down south.
Wait, can't we keep the train going? Give me a one. Give me a one. Damn.
Nope.
Oh, well, pissed
Nadrax,
off on that.
yeah, you see nothing other than, Felton, the human who's leaping across, going down buildings. He goes down in the street, comes back up. He's quite spry. You have to give him that. He's quite spry for a human.
Huh.
He's bollocksed the way off. But I can count this as a partial victory at least. No one died.
Zord kind of gives a little bit of a nod. Don't worry about it. If Felton thinks he's seen him, he'll get him in no time. Don't worry about it. He's quite a dependable sort.
Yeah, I am sure he is. Well, I've only really met them just recently after all.
Oh, I've had with him, from Luskin. Then before that, I knew him before then as well.
Aye, sure all your
He's
lads.
quite dependable.
Sure all your lads are from Luskin, eh?
Yes. Well, correction. All of my sailors and most of my attendants are. A couple of our performers are not, but for the most part, yes, it's Luskin.
Aye.
Does put this in a little bit of a pickle. I'm sure the city guard will be absolutely thrilled to find a bunch of people from Luskin in the scene. There's still a little bit of bad blood.
You've got all of us to vouch for you. It's no issue.
Oh, I'm not necessarily worried about myself. I mean, I'm an exception to the rule.
All right, let's get. Well, I'm not ready to traipse around half a city again. And I've got no fucking clue where he could be. I don't think the rest have either. I've not heard any yells or shouts, so let's get back to the bar and calm the kids down.
Good plan. And check on the women. They're probably quite startled by that.
Aye, give them a cup of tea. Just give them a few hours to just sit and settle. Should be fine.
And as
Bjorn
you
just coming
two,
back. Yeah. We didn't get him, lad.
Really, you're out of breath already? Come on, man. I was doing much better than that before.
I was trying to keep up with Horik. He's like a loose dog chasing a fucking squirrel. I don't even know where he fucking went.
Bjorn, you've been round the corner and you're sputtering blood. Come on. Get back in shape, man. But
Kind of wonder why
I will point.
it was now a human they shot.
No, she was accidental. It was Fala who was injured.
Yeah,
it's
Fala
basically
was
saw a witness and
Yeah.
poof, from the side. That's what the shriek was.
Right.
The
Yeah.
shriek of seeing somebody getting caught, the kaboom.
an earth-shattering kaboom.
Let me really quickly move this in. I get a copy of that.
Yeah, just gotta start carrying Fala with back to the tavern.
No, she's already in the tavern. We told her to
Yeah,
go there.
she's already in. And I'm getting ready to bloop, bloop. Okay, over here. And I'll put her in here. Not super sized. Yep. Follow made it to the first table and sat down. The other one is over here. Felton is not here. He's gone.
If you've not got anyone, see if you can stay with Fala. You can spend the night here if you wish.
They kind of shake their head a little. No, I'll be fine once I do we have anything a little stronger, maybe?
Hey, presumably, unless Bjorn's already nicked it.
No. Don't you worry. There's something here to put some fire back in you.
It's alright, kids.
Do not serve Gaddix as cleaning alcohol.
Alright, fine. Next best thing then.
No, not the hand sanitizer.
Yep. Zord leans over, and now he's talking to the ladies. So, what exactly happened?
Just put down the tiniest little shot glass. No, take it easy. That one's got to kick like a mule, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it. She immediately downs the whole thing. How strong was it?
It was pretty strong. Like, it was like some fine dwarven whiskey.
Sipping whiskey.
Yep.
They seem very appreciative to it.
On the bright side, she's in shock. It's fine.
Right. What? Oh, yeah. You asked what happened. Oh, yes. I was coming back late. I was getting some seeds, and I got talking, and I came back and it seemed fine. I'm usually not worried wandering about with elven serial killers. I mean, I have my magics. I'm perfectly able to take care of myself. And I opened my door, and the next thing I know, a drow dropped from the rooftop and threw his hand over my mouth and dragged me into the room. That's when this lady here, I suppose, I heard a shriek. I suppose it was her. And that's when the crack happened. And then he ran me through and did. And she kind of gestures around to her throat, and she doesn't they don't want to say it.
Aye, nasty business out there. Fucking monster. You're well lucky she screamed. We were able to get to you in time.
Zord kind of gives a little nod. And we're lucky that he didn't do that good of a job. Apparently, he must have been in a real hurry.
Well, he doesn't like getting caught. I can tell you that.
Seems
He didn't
about
even take a
accurate.
night off.
No, he's been doing this sort of thing nightly, Lou.
Yeah, but you fucked him up pretty bad. That's what I'm saying. He should have just been resting.
Maybe he had things to do. He was already out.
Maybe there's more than
And
one.
you start hearing knocking on the door.
Hello again, officers.
How have you been in the last 12 hours?
Yeah. I did.
We kept this one alive.
None of it were me this time.
Yep. And the
I
guards
noticed
do
there
come
wasn't-
in.
They noticed there wasn't as much property damage.
I barely left the confines of my own property. I think I'm covered here.
Yep, the guards do come in. They look around, and yet Fala's covered, absolutely drenched in blood. The poor lady over in the corner is drenched in blood. Zord's drenched in blood.
No, we would have
Alright,
offered
great.
wet towels.
Even then, you're not going to be able to get that out of the clothes.
Yeah.
Although Zord definitely would be wiping his hands off. He apparently is not all about the,
Yeah.
being completely head to toe
It's a
covered.
bad look too, especially when the guards show up.
Yeah.
And the guards just kind of look about, what happened?
Right. Funnily enough, part 2 of my previous excursion. As he goes through the story.
One of the guards is one of the ones who actually dropped you off last night. So when he hears part 2, oh no. Go get the captain. Go get the captain.
Fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Like, right outside our fucking home.
Yep, one of the guards disappears, apparently off to go grab a captain. So what do you mean round 2?
Hey, tonight, Fala here in her botany shop was about to be, like, I'm not going to say it in front of her, but it was the serial killer, eh? Luckily, this fine lady noticed, yelled out, she got winged for her trouble. And we gave chase. Couldn't find him, he was fucking gone, but we managed to keep Fala alive here.
Oh, very, very good job. Commendable.
No idea where he
Oh,
scarpered
dear.
though, but they both saw him. They were him.
It seems to be getting worse and worse and worse every day.
Aye.
Oh, are you both? And he's looking between the two. Are you both all right? And Fala gives a very polite nod. Yeah, yes, I'm fine. The alcohol has definitely served my nerves. Oops. Oh wow, I can't talk. Have the alcohol?
That's just the alcohol. Yeah, that's just the alcohol. Don't worry. That's a usual reaction for non-dwarves.
Give Bjorn a nudge. Obviously, that's when we go to hard sell. When she says, "Yes, this soothed my nerves." That's right. You can have a relaxing evening at Troll Skull Manor at any night. We're open every weekday on most holidays.
I mean, to be fair, the murder was not on us. And in actuality, we helped prevent one.
Well, yeah, that's what we
So-
said.
It should be.
And yeah, the guard's looking over the 3 injured individuals as Zord kind of puts up his hands. I'm not injured. I was just assisting to stabilize until Harton and Lou over there managed to do their healing magics. And yes, he does actually point you out, Lou. So you've gotten
I'm
a
a
call out for
hero.
once.
I'm the good guy.
Yep. And it does not take long before the original guard comes back with the same captain as last time. And he's just looking absolutely perplexed. So, again?
Aye, well, it's a little bit simpler this time. And he just goes through it again.
So it's a drow.
Apparently, aye. They got a better look than we did.
He pinches his nose and just, I cannot. All right, we're going to have to start setting out some guards. We're going to get this all out. This is about as bad as we can get. So is anybody here missing? Is everybody who was in the tavern here right now?
All 3 kids are here.
I think a few people left. Not sure who exactly.
Only one has actually left. All the tavern goers have actually stayed in their seats.
Is
The only
this
one
good
missing is
press or
Felton.
bad press?
Well, we had one run off. He apparently caught sight of some, but I don't think he saw much at all. Like
Zord finally. Go on.
our little group split about in the neighborhood here to see if we could find any progress, but no sign of a sinister fucker. I think one of them's still giving chase right now.
Yeah. Zord does eventually pop up. Says yes. One of my one of the members of my carnival, he did say he saw something and he went off. He's actually quite mobile, so I suspect that if there's anybody who would be able to track him down, it would be him. Either way, he'll end up back over at my ship, so if he doesn't come back, I can always send him on down to have a word with you all. And they all kind of look around and they just kind of give a little bit of a shrug. No, it's all right. So he is with you all. And he looks around. This isn't potentially somebody who just kind of filtered away after he did a crime.
Nah. Like we said, he was in the bar when it happened. We all saw it.
Yeah, we went out the same window.
Aye.
Oh, all right, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Right. So do we know what way he went?
Yeah, eastwards. He yelled out.
Yeah, eastwards. All right. Well, that makes sense. Last night, didn't he do the same thing? Went out east over to the farmlands and then.
Yes.
Yeah. But like I'm saying, I don't know if he actually saw him or not.
All right, we'll just mobilize everybody. This is about as bad as things can get.
Okay.
All right. I will request everybody. I think it's time to go home. Festivities are done. Try to just stay in your homes. We're going to sort things out relatively quickly, all right? And it doesn't seem like most of the taverns really going to object to the scenario. And the guards do take their leave rather hurriedly. It seems like they're in a hurry to get this sorted.
And now this man sees his moment to try a play.
Nope. He is leaving out. The second he got told to leave out the door, he fucking bolted. Like he got face slapped, and then the lady he was interested in got shot. That's not exactly what you want to see. And yep, the carnies all filter out. Pretty much near the end, the only people that you've got left is Zord sticks around. And then, unsurprisingly, both of the captains stick around. And Neverember also sticks around. Fala does go home.
Right.
And the young lady does eventually make her... She thanks you quite profusely for throwing her that healing spell, and then takes her leave. So now all you've got is Zord, Neverember, and two captains. One of them is still exceedingly drunk, although he has sobered up quite a bit with all that.
That were a right bollocks.
Yeah, that premiere didn't go quite as planned.
It'll be
Right,
remembered.
On the bright, yeah. No, at least no one died, and at least it'll make people talk more about it. But what a hell of a way to get a reputation around here, huh?
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yes,
it's
I-
not-
The service.
They do say all press is good press. Not sure this necessarily qualifies, but
I don't know. It's the
I would
first
be-
time the serial killer's victim has survived.
thanks to you, good folk.
Thanks to a lot of us.
Yeah, we're great.
Take it down a notch.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
I mean,
pretty good.
it could give you a real boost up if you actually do successfully catch the man.
Aye. That is definitely on the cards, much as it'd be nice to have a peaceful life, but I don't think we can avoid that one.
Yeah, not
I
sure.
mean, the only problem is we already had the skull over the metal place. Do you think we could put the assassin up there?
No, I told you, if we do, we're just going to do the
Or
hood.
whole thing.
But
Just the hood. It's a fucking person that lives and talks. We can't really do that with them.
Yes, I don't think it would necessarily fly in Waterdeep. And you hear Neverember kind of pipes up. I agree on that.
Even the
The hood just works just fine. Or maybe
metal-
his weapon or whatever.
Admittedly, depending how north or south you are, the troll's a bit of a stretch as well.
I do remember I was talking about a taxidermy at some point.
Oh, yeah, just make him stand there menacing around the corner. That's a good idea.
Right, lads, come on, don't be ghoulish.
-1 to charisma, remember.
That just means you talk dumb, it doesn't mean you're a sociopath.
I don't know.
I didn't mean that seriously, of course. It was
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
out
just
of
a joke.
character joke.
yeah.
Never ever eventually. Well, if you ever need anything, just let me know. I'm not sure I can be much help in this scenario.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're at a couple of beers, so that's not bad. Next time we'll
Oh,
get you to
yes.
do a wine or two. More of a profit margin.
Alright, I don't object to wine.
I'm just winding you up, lad. Aye, no worries. Who knows, something big might kick off. But with any luck, we'll be able to punt them down tomorrow.
Hopefully, yes. I should probably get to home. So I was hoping that your great reveal would go a little bit better, but
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, if you discount the last bit of the evening there, we were doing a fair wee trade. It was nice and peaceful, had a wee good atmos to it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not bad.
I would say yes, it was going quite well up until the attempted murder. I think you all will do fine.
That is not uncommon in a lot of the bars we visited before.
Okay.
The ghost didn't even fuck anything up.
Aye, well done on
yeah,
behaving,
you do
Leaf.
have a ghost.
Aye. He's a surly git as well. All he's been doing lately is scrolling leave and get out of my home and stuff, or go
Oh
home.
no. He's just gonna. It's not. It's implying, but it's not necessarily trying to kick us out. Speaking of which, thanks, Leaf, for being nice.
He stopped smashing chairs over our heads.
Should we leave him like some cookies or something? What a ghost eat.
Nothing. They're dead.
Ghost cookies.
I mean, they'll suck your life force and drain your spirit, but that's different.
Okay.
It's not really nourishment. It's more like resentment.
Let's not do that.
But we'll see. Maybe he'll be in a better mood.
It was a lively night.
Neverember gives a little bow and he does take his leave.
I mean, I feel better tonight, I'll say that. Last night was a bit of a rough one.
Oh yeah,
You
you
have to
did
run.
say.
Yeah, I can feel that.
And Zord kind of gives a little bit of a nod and gestures for his to the gambler gets up, no problem. The drunken one gets up with a little bit of a problem, but does have his legs under him. It just looks like he's got his sea legs on land. And
Got him back again.
oh, we should hopefully be back.
Oh, aye,
Keep you.
it's not fashionable, but I can give you a cloak if you fancy, so you don't walk through town looking like that.
Oh, I'll be quite all right. Shouldn't be much of a problem.
Just be careful. Someone might scream in a dark alley.
Oh yes, no doubt. No, it shouldn't be much of a problem. Well, keep me posted if you hear anything, and if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. And if Felton sees anything, I'll be sure to inform you.
Aye, will do.
Appreciate it.
All right.
And all three take their leave.
Now to the important thing. How much did we make?
That's actually going to be done. That's going to be done on the 10-day scale. So it's not going to be doing every night. It's going to be all averaged together, and you're going to find what you've done every 10 day.
Which is a problem because we're so fucking broke right now.
Damn
After all, you
accounting.
need to make sure that you can buy stock for the next days.
Yep.
Yeah.
And liquor has been going off the shelf. You had a couple times where, Zord managed to buy rounds for the entire place.
Mm-hmm. Right,
So
right, Bjorn, I see you taking off that shelf. That's going back in storage, remember?
Eh. Son of a.
We keep tallies of this shit too, you know.
So, generally just gonna clean up and head on upstairs?
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay.
Let's
So-
see. My window still closed.
Well, yeah, your window is still closed, Nadrax.
Good.
However, there is a piece of parchment on your bed.
Okay. What does it say?
It just has a frowny face.
This is a challenge. There need to be more traps.
Well, it might not be a problem much longer. Yeah, so, Hart and Uzana, what are you all doing? Anybody going back to the bedroom?
Obviously, after putting the kids to bed.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bjorn's also got to head towards bed. It's been a long day.
Make sure to
Without him
scrub
being
her.
allowed to.
Make sure to scrub her teeth.
Yep. The kids go with very little complaint. However, Harton, you step into the room and you notice in the corner, literally right in front of your face when you walk in, is a globe of darkness.
That you, Joel Axel, or someone else of your repute?
Yep. Out of the globe of darkness steps out Jarlaxle. And then two drow that, as far as you're concerned, you don't know who the fuck they are. That follow right on after him. Where the fuck did I put Celine? I mean, not Celine, Celrect. There we go. Both of which have pistols on them that look identical to the one that you became very well acquainted to, Harton.
I know you like to
I
do your
must-
cloak. I know you like to do your cloak and dagger and your sinister bits, but common room, please, not my bedroom or asleep with my wife. But yeah, go on, say your
Jarlaxle-
hellos.
Jarlaxle just holds up a hand. I do recommend, yes, we do move to the common room. Forgive me, but I'm not going to drop ourselves right in the middle of the common room, because what happens if the guards were still here?
Well, there's the hallway.
Still. Please do gather everybody else up. And you can tell, normally, the last time you saw Jarlaxle, even though he was moderately annoyed with his hat getting knocked off, he was still very light.
Yep, all smiles.
He's not smiling right now.
Aye, not
Alright,
surprised.
Can I suggest something?
Mhm.
Let's maybe wait for this info dump until next time.
Yeah.
I agree. I was just
Yeah,
going to get
it's-
everybody moved into the
Yeah,
same room.
because it's 5:45 here.
The sun's
I
going
don't
to
think-
shit.
I don't think
Our
anyone
internet is still shit.
comment.
Yeah.
Still
Really?
hilarious to visualize it with Jarlaxle and his sinister men, and they're all like 5 foot nothing, walking along with Harden, who is 6'6" and nearly scraping his head off a roof.
Hork's going to go up and check and see if anyone's done anything with his sign.
Well, we'll get to that next time.
Although I will point out, Hork, your sign's gone.
It must have terrified him. I know it would me.
But there we
But
go.
yeah. Our internet is shit, so yeah.
Yeah, I could see it also from the images Prater said it was they expected it to be repaired at 1:30.
Well, that's probably going to be, that's a generous estimate.
But next week we get to find out, are we allowed to solve a problem like Saloon?
What can you do with a problem called Saloon?
Remember when you fought 2 of our group? Well, now the rest of us has shown up. You're fucking dead, mate.
They're actually just
I
recommending,
mean-
if you do kill him, please sand off his fingerprints and maybe trim his ears.
I mean, to be entirely fair,
Whiten
you don't
his skin.
technically You don't technically know that it's Saloon.
I don't know it, but suspicion. There's a lot of
Particularly
evidence
as-
that points at him.
Particularly as Lou, I mean, you know Jarlaxle's lieutenants. He has 3 of them. Only 2 are here right now.
Right?
The other one, Saloon, is not here.
That means there's a position opening up. Uh-huh.
Upwardly mobile, I like it. I think
just killed
Bjorn's.
the last guy.
I think Bjorn's got a better chance of getting that rank than Lou.
Yes, well, you see, while usual, there's some real good sociopathic tendencies. Welcome aboard, Bjorn. Hands off your fucking knife here.
You've got a lust for violence and a real leaning of sadomasochism. Good lad.
I mean, Jarlaxle has already hired the dwarf before.
He's already hired an unhinged killer, we're guessing.
I think we also might have killed the dwarf in the sewers.
I don't think that was his lad, though.
No.
The
No.
kids
That was...
The
That was
kids
his
are not
end.
present during the conversation, I assume.
No, the kids were put to bed by Harton.
Yeah, we're not
And
waking
Harton
them up
went
for
back to
this.
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of
Yep.
being put to bed, I'm going to put myself to bed. So, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Let's
Good night.
close the session.